Welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Grab a cold one, maybe a beer. Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Excomedium in the show. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all the ships at sea, welcome to Uncle Bill's Toys. That's it. That's all I got. You ready to go?
Yeah, well, thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for stopping in. Hi, Jim. Hi, Dominic. Dominic, you got a lot of guests over?
Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of people here today.
Sounds like Thanksgiving dinner. Holy Christ.
Yeah.
Well, you know, as some of you know, because if you were in Paul Wedgenbigger's, you have to change the name of your channel. The Wedgenbigger stream. I was on the turnpike again on my way back from my dad's place. A couple of minutes late because I basically come in the door, say hi to my wife. She's sick again, like setting records for getting colds apparently. And aren't you supposed to build anybody's up? Like you get over one, you don't get sick for a while after that. Not like 3 days later, you got something else. Probably just an excuse. Get away from me, I'm sick. Anyway, she would never. She doesn't have to. She just says get lost. But that's what's going on in my life. Race back from my dad's. Didn't get done what I wanted to get done because we discovered a different problem. The one's leaking oil because there's something called an oil filter reallocation kit they put on those things. Very, very nice $300 kit that makes it easy to take the oil filter on and off. And one of the lines is leaking. So that was $43 later. I ordered one of those lines and it's going to come in for next week. But anyway, that's it. That's the whole bike thing. The blue bike that I got running right finally. Been sitting for 2 weeks in the back of the house with a cover on it in the rain and the cold and everything. Went back there, didn't even pull the choke. Vroom, started right up 2 weeks later. So I'm very happy about that. But the red one that was running good is running like shit right now. So there you go. So that one, the carbs are coming back out again. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah. I've got an update. Ellexis is on her way. She's just coming home from the airport.
Oh, she was flying. Maybe we can hear. Is my mic too low?
No, you're fine. Dominic's too loud.
No, I didn't think his was that loud, but okay. Because I keep noticing I keep accidentally hitting this gain button, and it's like that, which probably sounds horrifying. So let's. How about that?
Seeing you is horrifying. Listening to you is pleasurable.
Pleasurable?
You're a wealth of knowledge, for Christ's sake.
Please elucidate. But you didn't think you'd hear the word elucidate on my stream. So anyway, let's welcome everybody in the chat. I think it's just going to be 3 of us tonight, which is all we need.
Oh, Ellexis is coming.
Shh, Jim.
Okay.
I just got the smell out of the back of my vehicle. Shh. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, the queen of late night streaming, Ellexis. Not that one. We want this one. Or we could do big applause. This one's called big applause.
That's because I'm a big girl.
I like your sound effect, your applause sound effect better than mine. I got to get a copy of that. That's much better. They sound real. They sound like they're that one. I mean, they're just happy. No? You get the feeling that they're sincere in their cheering.
Yeah, the one that you have sounds like a bunch of children.
Well, no, not this one.
Yeah, no, not that one.
That's what I mean. This is my big applause.
Oh,
This is the children.
yeah, that
Well, that is a bunch of children. It's appropriate, isn't it?
one. Yeah, you walk in with a bunch of candy, you know, or
Let's say hi to everybody in the channel.
okay.
Chat.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Dominic. Hi, Uncle Bill.
Hi.
Hello, my dear.
Let's look over to the left.
Started at the
Because
top.
that's to the left, even though it looks like I'm looking to my right to you,
Well,
is
actually, mine is to the right.
which is my left. I don't know if you're right or not.
Pop the
Let's see.
chat out and you can put it whatever fucking side you want.
Oh, it's on my left. It's on the other screen. I got two screens. Okay. It says we got Paul Wedgenbig. We got. I'm not going to read the names of the people that are in the channel or in the stream. You know, the guests, hosts, whatever you guys are. You know, like other people do.
Yeah.
Dominic. And Mr. B's Outdoor Misadventures, Johnny Drone Flyer, the one and only, who says, he told me, he's a little secret. Apparently, my Goomba, my Paisan, Joe Fotoleo, is going to be stopping by his place tonight. He's taking that 6-hour run in the car, and they're going to hang for a little bit. I don't know if Joe's going somewhere or what he's up to, but that's very cool.
Popping
And
some
then
popcorn and watching the show.
But well, I sent him a link. He says he's going to be in the car for 6 hours. He doesn't know if he's going to want to come on the show, because he's going to be tired. Okay, Rob Supreme, welcome in. We got Cool Cat, because he is a cool cat, and Mudball. Hi, Don. Don's not feeling it tonight. Well, he's probably feeling it. That's why he doesn't want to be on the channel, because he's sitting in his underwear. And then we got well, now Mark R. Whiteford. How you doing there, Marky? I decided to skip a week and I'm not needed. Who said you weren't needed? Did I say he wasn't needed?
No. He put words in our mouth.
Not putting words in my mouth.
He's looking for. He wants to start a fight. Them's fighting words.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything negative about you. I said you're sitting there in your underwear. So what?
Yeah.
God bless you.
I'm in my
You can't. You don't know what's down there. I mean, well, you have an idea.
A little idea.
A big idea. Anyway, big enough for me and my best friend. Casca's where am I? Lake Pilot Jack, how you doing? Lake Pilot's here, and Dustin, one visionary. Good to see you. And Marcel off axis. Marcel, he's off his axis. I've always thought so. And let's keep going on down. Go Thunderbirds X. Reminds me, remember that show, The Thunderbirds, when we were kids?
Yeah, my dad used to watch it. I hated it.
Your dad used to watch it. It was a puppet show.
Sunday mornings, yeah.
Am I that much older than you? Let's move on down. I liked it. Why? You didn't like it because it wasn't set in Canada? It might have been. I don't even remember.
Because they're all like walking around like this.
It's because they're marionettes.
I know.
You walk like that without strings attached.
I do now.
Yeah. Why you? Oh, I should have been ready for it. I should have been ready. Why wasn't I ready?
Why you walk around like that, Jim? Why you walk around like that, Jim?
That's good enough to hear twice. Okay, we got
Tammy Jean?
Tammy's in here? I said Tammy. Like, Tammy, you should come in, and brighten up the show. And hi, Tammy and Bob Casey and Tom, Lens Capture Online. Welcome in, my friend. And I think Brother Bob he's just such a nice guy.
Brother neighbor Bob. Hi.
Remember meeting Brother Bob at the meetup?
Oh, I do. I love that. We're neighbors.
Well, I wasn't sure that you remembered it.
Wow.
You remember where you stayed? Let me see.
Wow.
I think that's everybody. And Scott Nadeau. How do you do, Scott Nadeau? Welcome in. Good to see you.
Tom, you missed Tom.
What?
Lens Catcher.
No, I said hello to him.
Okay, well, I wasn't listening to you.
Oh, he's important. I should say it twice. Hi, Tom. No, I did. I just before I went off on a tangent about Bob Casey. So, Ellexis, you were flying.
I wish. No, I got out there and the plane wouldn't start.
You making a sandwich? You're streaming, so of course you're eating. That's just a thing.
I didn't have anything to eat today.
I really don't believe you.
Chris,
Hey, Chris. Uncle Bits. I saw the video. Everybody go to his channel. He does an homage to my bits.
I missed it. I haven't seen it yet. Damn.
Oh, it's actually very funny. It's good.
Wow. I will.
I got to hear my name several times, which I like. I'm sorry, Ellexis. I interrupted you when
No, you're fine.
Your bowl of earthworms or whatever that was. Come on, please let us know. What did you do today?
I went out to the airport, and the battery is too low. It got about a quarter of a turn on the prop, and it went, and it died. So I'll be ordering a battery charger, like a trickle charger.
Tickle charge. Get you go.
And
maybe the government will give you money to put solar panels on the top of the wings.
it's a hangar. I would need to have solar panels on the top of the hangar.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Talk to the airport.
Yeah. Anyway, it wouldn't start.
Doesn't matter. They'd still charge you for the charge anyway, even if they got the electricity for free. But please continue. It wouldn't start, and then what?
So I buttoned up the hangar and came on home.
You can't jump start it from a lawnmower or something, or
you could hand prop it, but then you'd probably end up looking like the spaghetti.
Well, they did it in the old days.
Yeah.
The old days was was a smaller engine and a wood prop.
Yeah.
This thing here would eat you up and spit you out. So I'll do it the safe way. I'll order the charger tomorrow.
Will you?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I have a slide right here on my.
You can't set it up to put charges in it like they used to do with the World War II with the fighter planes. They actually little explosive charges to start the motors up.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll just order the charger tomorrow. It'll be here. I'll go back out and plug it in, and then it'll always be ready, just like the trike.
You sure the battery's good?
Oh yeah, it's perfect. It's me. I don't fly enough. It's been like 3 weeks since I've flown. The battery just sitting out in 105-degree heat or in a hangar. Okay, I'm going to mute my mic. You guys carry on while I eat my dinner real quick, and then I'll.
All right, don't mind us. We won't watch you eat.
Forgive me, Father. It's been 3 weeks since my last confessional.
It's funny. Oh God. So anyway, but she's gone. That's it. That's her whole story. I thought I was going to hear something interesting about her flying over another battleship or an aircraft carrier or something like that. Drove to the airport. Didn't start my plane. Came home.
What'd you do today?
Drove to my dad's. Didn't change the oil on the bike. Drove home. No, I mentioned it. Did I already tell this story, or did I do it offline?
Not on screen.
Oh, I was offline. Are you sure? Time's relative, and it's like most relatives. I don't see them. Hi, Mike and Joel. I went there to do the maintenance items to get that last bike. Oh, we're done with this one. Let's clean it and sell it. But instead, the other bike, there was an oil leak under it. It's like, what the fuck? And that bike has the thing with these V-Stars. Changing the oil is a severe pain in the killions because they have a oil cartridge, filter cartridge, that's in the side of their case, the engine case. And what you got to do to get to it is drop the exhaust. You actually have to drop the exhaust to get to that cover to take it apart, which is a pain in the neck. So what people do is they spend $300 on this very nice chrome-plated aluminum kit with lines, and it's so you can put a regular filter on it remotely in the front of the bike, and you can get at it nice. It's actually good looking. It's all chrome and this and that. And I was thinking about getting it for these bikes, but when we bought the bikes, like, oh, they already did this. That's super. Okay, well, that's leaking. The lower line, there's two lines in and out, and the lower line is leaking right where it goes into the thing. And it took me a while to figure out where the leak was coming from, because I had to drop my foot, the pedal down and the brake lines out of the way. Now, oh, look at that. It's leaking right there. So $43 later, I ordered the part, put the bike back together, put it away, and we went to Wing House.
Yum.
And we had wings. And that's not the only reason to go to Wing House. Google Wing House.
Hooters?
Makes Hooters look like a monastery.
Because we weren't in Orlando. That's why you didn't take me there.
No, but next time you're down here, we'll take a run up. You know, I don't usually go there when even my dad's, because it's in Kissimmee, and it's about 11 miles from his house. And I was like, I don't feel like driving all the way down there if there's some worn out looking. Never mind. Anyway, I this strip club's closer than that. But anyway, but today, since I decided, okay, let's figure out what's wrong with this, figured out what was wrong with it. We're done for the day. Let's then we might fit a ride to go eat. And then I was able to have a few beers, and we went back to my dad's, and I fell asleep on the couch. So I had a nice day.
Good.
Yeah, I had a nice day. You know.
It's always good.
Like I said, like I said, the red bike also is giving me a hard time starting now. It's taking forever to warm. It's doing what the blue bike was doing. So the carbs are going to come back out, and I'm going to bench synchronize them. And this one, I did not drill the factory sealed caps off the bleeder, what do you call bleeder, the needles. They're a little lean. They're set a little lean at the factory, right? These carbs, and then they seal it with metal, soft metal, pot metal, or something. It's not lead. You got to drill it out to get at these needles. So those needles were neither cleaned nor reset. And what people generally do is give it a half a turn, put it back in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a half a turn, put it back in, bench sync, put it back on. Because what I discovered when I synced the second bike is one of my gauges is off by a couple of pounds from the other gauge, and I didn't take that into account when I synced this other bike. And now it's just not running great, you know. So I'm going to do that again. So I get to take the carbs out again, both bikes twice. Very exciting. So there, isn't that an exciting story?
Yeah, you're doing your eyes closed now.
Yeah. I like the red bike. I'm gonna get that thing ran perfect. I should have just left the carbs where they were after I cleaned it out, but I had to mess with it. Hi, Jalyn Charita in the chat. Everybody say hi.
Hey.
The Philippines. So anyway, that's the story. And that's what I did today.
Cool.
Anything going on in your life, Jim?
I mowed the kids' bathroom today. The usual Sunday morning thing. Sunday afternoon. I kind of lost track of time and didn't get out of the fart sack till about 11 o'clock. Had a rough night.
I never liked the term fart sack. I always thought it was, kind of gross.
Certainly not romantic.
It depends what you're into. My grandfather, which probably explains me a little bit, he used to say stuff like, he'd pull my finger, and, he's a typical old man, stuff, and he'd walk around with his scotch in his hand and sing an opera. Big Italian guy, come on, Billy, join in, huh? And then, well, listen to this sound. Put my finger. Aaron, you're disgusting. This is what it was like at my grandpa. Oh, that's wrong. You're supposed to love me. You're supposed to say, honey, I love you. I love that. Do it again. This was the person that you would have loved. My grandfather. He was like fruitcake, and it's like he never forgot any joke that ever was told to him. He could sit at the table with a room full of people and just tell one joke after another. I wish I had that memory because I don't remember any of them. But he was just funny. He would crack us up. You should say, I love you. I love your smells. Yeah, it doesn't work on my wife either.
No, I don't imagine.
Although she laughs. She at least laughs. She's potty humor is still funny to her. So. But she won't come anywhere near me. Yeah, the reflection's coming through. Yeah. Thank you, Mike. You're right. You know, I actually look like him a little bit. I crossed with him and my natural father, my Irish father. But anyway, hey, Nana's Addicts here. That's wow. Huh? No, I know who that is. Thank you. What took you so long to help me? I knew that was Brad. He's coming. He's promoting his new channel, Nana's Attic, which is very cool. You don't even fart when your wife's around? Why?
Which Brad?
Catskills Brad.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that?
No, I don't know nothing.
But his Nana's Attic's place is an actual store.
Oh.
And if you look at the video, it looks very, very cool on the inside. Hi, Maddie. Hey, I don't even fart when my wife's around. Why? What are you, a girl? Oh, I farted. Don't be like that. That's a manly thing to do. It's your home. It's your castle. You can't fart in your castle. Then what good is living?
Manly noise.
Mike says he's lying. It's an acquired. Why aren't we showing these? Said, there's comedy gold going on in our own very own chat room. We're up to 187 comments. Look at that. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
An acquired taste. Well, I would argue if they're that strong that you can taste them, it's time to go see a doctor. Or go in the yard. Yeah, he just said, a little slip air. Let's discuss farts, or we could just drones. Anything drone related going on in our lives? How's that? How's your drone flying thing coming along there, Jimmy?
Good. I had the Mini up for about 13 minutes today.
I said drones, not your sex. Oh, the drone. Sorry, I misunderstood. You had your Mini up, because I know how you are.
So did I. I can't remember the last time I had my Mini up.
Just piss your pants like usual.
Yeah.
So okay.
I think it was in the back seat.
Yeah. It's taken me months to get that smell out of the. So you backseat of my car. They're talking for all of you that don't know. That's cool, Marcel. I sent you the link. You can come in and tell us about it. He flew his drone at a mud race.
Oh, did it get dirty? Dirty girl.
A mud race. That's what I call it when I drink too much. The next morning, I go in the bathroom, I have a mud race, and it wins. Okay, that's cool. I'd like to see. We'll have to check that video out. Did you post a video on that yet, Marcel? Technique, welcome in. And Paul, I got into an elevator with one other person and fart and say out loud, "It wasn't me." Yeah, And then they question themselves. Was it me? Well, how did it be?
I was going to say, farting in an elevator is wrong on so many levels.
Yeah. One farts. Two people on an elevator. One farts. Everybody knows who does it.
I forget stuff right after I do it. So if someone said that to me in an elevator, I would question whether it was me or not. Was it me? Oh, Christ, I forgot. I'm sorry. What do we got
Dirty
here, Jimmy?
hoe. I'm sorry, baby. I love you.
Dirty hoe.
What the? What?
Dirty hoe. I'm sorry, baby. I love you.
Oh, that's really good. Demonetized. Okay, let's pull that down.
Yep.
I
still don't have my demonetized sound effect. I should just do it myself. Demonetized. Do it myself.
Yeah. Speaking of which, did you record the song yourself?
No.
You've been busy.
No, you're right. I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad host. I forgot why I haven't given it a thought since that night. But no, it's kind of tough, I got to find time to sleep and stuff, and
yeah,
sit in the bathroom for 45 minutes
and stream every night.
stream a lot. Yeah, I'm trying to cut that back a little bit because as you notice, I forget what I said, what I didn't say, what we talked about, what I didn't talk about. Not that anybody cares. They'd have to be listening to care. But everybody's saying hi to each other. What a friendly little chat room we got going on. It's so nice.
Yeah. Everybody does that.
There are pics on his Facebook that you can show. I can come in about 20 or so minutes. Okay.
Everybody.
All right.
Who's
I'm reading
that?
Marcel. I'm mumbling to myself like you guys can see what I'm looking at. Marcel said he's got pics on his Facebook, like 20 pics of the mud race. And that's not a euphemism for something, is it?
Oh, don't.
Like something dirty?
Yeah.
It might be
Dirty
if you look it
whore.
up on Urban
Oh.
Dictionary.
You dirty hoe. And then he'll be in about 20 minutes. Well, when you come in 20 minutes, show us pictures. We'll do it like that.
Yeah. We're cutting off.
Sounds good. That'll force you to come in and talk about your mud race, your mudding.
We're ending in 15 minutes, aren't we?
18. No, of course not.
Oh, yeah. Hell, it's not 2 o'clock yet.
Let
How's
me
that,
see.
how's that spaghetti coming, Alexis?
Hey, John.
It's all gone. I'm working on the melon.
I don't know how many times I said that on a Friday night.
I just
In the back seat.
In the back seat.
I don't know why that sounded dirty. I don't know.
Because that's where like 60 miles an hour and then boom, gutter. Just right to the gutter.
Oh God, you guys, I don't know. Let's do this.
That's what he said.
Oh, Margie's here. Hi, Margie. See, Jalyn's helping to host my channel. He thanked Marcy for coming in.
Yeah.
And Marcy gave us a thumb up.
Nothing better than a thumping up. And
Well, yeah, thumping is, sounds good.
a thumping up.
Marcy wasn't blue, but she's blue now. Margie.
Dominic's crying there. Did somebody pass away?
LOL host. Would you forget my name already?
Yeah, Uncle Bill.
Yeah. Yeah, she knows my name. She's called it out before.
Take the sign
I
away.
don't mean called it out in that kind of way.
Yeah, in that way.
I mean, she's texted it.
Screams in the middle of the
Told me
night.
her brother. So if she was calling it out in the wrong kind of way, that would be really weird. Because I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones lately, and a lot of that goes on. Just to be clear, I'm binge watching. I'm near the end now. They just killed the White Walker, and now they're on their way to go kill Cersei and everybody that that breathes.
Uncle
Hi,
Host.
Brett.
Uncle Host.
Do we say hi to Brett?
You
And John Flynn.
Thanks,
Welcome
John.
in,
I
John.
think we've said hello to John.
All these people coming in. Somebody else stop streaming or something?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it could be. What's left? Just Bill. Okay, we'll go there. We got here.
33.
What is this?
Does that show up? Oh, there it is.
Boobs.
Hooters.
Huh?
Nothing.
I'm going to. Paul just sent me an interesting
Okay.
picture. I think I'll share it.
Hello, Daryl.
A video.
That's just a pic. At first, when it was small, it looked like bacteria or vomit. But but those are, what are those?
Sperm whales.
Seals?
I know my sperm.
No, they're I don't know. I see a bill, like a duck bill on one of them.
Oh, duck-billed platypus.
Manatee?
Oh, I just made it
Now,
big on mine. I've
seals.
made No, they could be duck bill, or they could be they could be platypi.
Why?
Yeah, or they could be what's the creature that lives down here in Florida?
Manatees.
Thanks. I don't mind. It's just gone.
You're
It's
welcome.
just gone. I think I hit one with a boat once, but that's, it went boom. What the hell? There was no stumps.
Speed bump.
Yeah. What's your name?
The mermaid.
Slow
Those
down
are
with the
seals?
canal.
Oh, those are seals. Florida walrus. What do you call them? Don't call me names. Okay, those are seals. I look one. Okay. One's got a funny face. Got like a pill.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand that, but I guess it's an insult. Why are you insulting Matt? Is he here? It's because it's always better to insult them when they're in the room.
Oh, insults. Is that what you want?
How you doing, brother? Welcome in. Huh? Insult? Sure, insult me. I like it. Turns me on.
No. Here we go. There's some insults.
I asked the company to make a poster out of this, but they didn't have enough paper. Sorry, Beauchart. Love you, buddy.
Wow. Hey, what the fuck? That's not funny.
Hey, a dick's a dick. I seize them as I seize them. Being a member is good.
Yeah.
Having a member is better. Don't do it, Beauchart. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Demonetized. That's okay though. I like that. That was great. We've got other guests that have just come in. We got Romlin. Forgive me if I can't pronounce her last name. Magbanow. Saying hi from the Philippines. Welcome in, and from Jalyn Charita's channel. Still giving that support. Love it. And W. Drones. Welcome in. Good to see you. And you're related to the ex-president, W? George W? No? I don't know. And is that a close? She's saying hi to everybody. Very friendly. Very nice. Go to her channel. See what it looks like. Go to channel.
Exit. Stage left.
Oh, she's lovely. It looks like she could, me and my baby, Kristen, and she's got a baby. Everybody should subscribe. So I'm going to show her channel. Everybody should subscribe to this. Hold on a minute.
Everybody in the chat, subscribe.
Yeah. Well, a link would be helpful, but when the Chrome tab, right here she is.
Show and tell.
There she is. There she is with her baby.
I don't see a baby.
You know?
Too bad.
There's the baby. I hope you don't mind, Romlin, that they showed this. If you do, it's tough because No, don't walk the baby into the camera. No, look out!
Look out! Oh, elbow right in the head. Yeah, that's
Very
what makes
good.
them cute when they're that small.
Very
Gary.
good.
Not like, hey, Dad, can I borrow the car keys?
Uncle Bill baby bump. I've got a baby bump. Actually, I've been gestating this thing now for about 20 years.
Fumble!
Don't kick the baby. Don't kick the baby. That's South Park. Never mind. You guys don't watch that. So, very good. Thank you for stopping in, my dear. And did anybody sub? Oh, Bill Baby Bump. Now I understand. God, I'm so dense. Hold on.
Hey, Jody.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy that. And yeah, I'll put this in the comments. Blame Canada. Yep, that's right.
I don't think so.
And this. Up. So do you think my boobies are cute?
No, they're too big.
Probably. We got Margie. We see Jody's here. Hi, Jody.
Hi, Mike.
Good to see you. Mike. How are you, Mike? I think I said Mike on LinkedIn too. But that's okay. He's smart enough not to come in here all the time. Gotta watch his reputation.
Yeah.
Oh, supper's over.
Are you good now? Or there's not like a box of lady fingers you want to scarf down, or oh my God! And he seems to gonna stick to her teeth, and she's gonna just here we go.
Gummy bears.
This is like death to me.
Toast. Gumballs.
How are your chickens, Ellexis?
Where's all that noise coming from? Is that Dominic?
Yep, of course.
Yeah, it's Dominic's family. They won't shut up.
Because we're not having a party over here.
Family reunion.
Yeah.
We love you, Dom.
He's a man of the people. He likes to be out with the people.
Chickens are doing good. They're doing really good. Today, I'll send you a photo. Look at this. I will send it to you, Bill. Jeff and I put together a what do they call it? What do they call those little cubby holes that they sit in? The nesting boxes.
How the hell would I know? I grew up in like New York and New Jersey. There weren't a lot of chicken coops in my backyard.
I am thinking out loud.
A pecker hole? What?
Yeah, I'm going to make ramen blue. I think I could trust her. Yes, absolutely. Somebody just said make her blue. Here you go.
I'll send it to both of you. There you go. It's sent to you and to my.
There you go, my dear.
Ding.
Yeah. Did it get to Canada before Florida?
No. I think I heard Bill's go off first.
What?
There's a message for you on Messenger.
Yeah, if you look down at the end of the coop, we put that together today. When I say we, I really mean me. He stood there and looked at me.
He gave you moral support.
Yeah, and once in a while he'd hold a panel or something. But anyway, down at the end, put those together. They're actually metal, and I'm kind of concerned because we live in, like you, Bill, it's saltwater climate. My brother thinks they'll hold together better than wood. I don't know why. But anyway, Jeff did put the hay in each of the cubby holes.
Is it like zinc coated metal, or is it aluminum?
It's aluminum.
Yeah, aluminum pits in salt.
Yeah, I think it's aluminum. It looks like sheet metal. I guess that's aluminum, right?
Well, if that was aluminum, it'd be a lot more expensive than just than a zinc sheet. So it might be metal. It might be all right.
We'll find out. So anyway, all the girls are there looking at it, and then later, one of the blonde ones, which is a Buff Orpington, was actually in one of the cubby holes. So they're taking to it. So that was a chicken coop thing today.
You're not afraid you're turning your coop into a giant cooking, like a box, an oven, or I mean, it's not going to keep the heat in there. And
no, that's
roasted chickens. I'm sorry. What?
The tarp over the top actually reflects the sun, so it keeps it cooler in there, and then it's not all the way. Hold on.
Horking up a meatball.
Oh my God.
No, it's me, Jimmy.
I know, honey. I love you, Jimbo Shark. You know I do.
I love you.
Okay,
So
back.
you when you visit your chickens, do you eat chicken right in front of them? Because you're always eating
Oh
something.
God,
so
no, that would be sacrilegious, don't you think?
just curious. Are they going to understand what you're doing?
They might, and then I'd probably just get pecked to death. So yeah, no, I told Jeff we can never eat chicken in front of them. That would be cannibalistic. So yeah, the breeze actually comes through, and the reason it's lower on the left side than the right is that faces east, and the sun comes through. Where on the right side we've got a fence and other structures back there that block the sun when it's going down. So there's some forethought put into that.
So have you got 6 chickens, or is there 2 to a room?
Well, there's 14 chickens.
You only got 6
Sometimes-
spots.
What?
There's only 6 cubby holes.
Yeah. So some of them are younger than others, but a lot of times they'll go like 2 to a box, and others will go in those little cat carrier things. What's so funny about that? There's no cats in them.
Cat carriers for chickens.
Seems.
Don't you think that's clever?
Well, I think it's handy. Every time I've gone to the vet, I've never seen a chicken at the vet, but if I did, I'm sure it would be in a cat carrier.
Of course it would be.
I already wrenched him, Mike.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, all right. Or did they just play musical cubby holes and like 2 of them get, you get 2 in each one. You got 2 that you just have to like sleep outside. Like play a little song and they can all fight their way in, and the little ones just get kicked the shit out of them. Then they lay.
Musical cubby holes.
Yeah.
When the music stops.
So if y'all see a rotisserie in there, like who was that? Droner Gaming RP, then I've gone the other way with them. But no, they're not for eating. They're for eggs, and they're quite sociable creatures.
Are they?
Yeah, they do. They recognize their names.
Do they?
Yeah, and some will let you pick them up. Some will not.
It's like Michael J. Fox. How do you know?
They'll let me pick them up, and they're like they'll come to me.
Bats are considered chicken of the cave.
Hmm.
Where do you come up with this bullshit? I mean, they're flying rats with sonar capability, so they're advanced rats. What do you say? We got so many people here tonight. What?
Advanced chickens.
I sent James a link actually.
Yeah.
Where's James?
Yeah,
Where's James? We could do like Artie all night. Where's James? Why isn't he here? He must be eating waffles. Where's James?
I heard he's got a channel.
He's got a channel. He must be busy. I wish he was here. He might show up.
Possible.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you for sharing your chickens with us.
Your chicken hoop.
It's very nice. It's a great hobby.
Even though it's Jeff's hobby, I'm doing most of the work.
That's the way it is in life. Spouse ends up. That's what's why bother having a spouse if they're not going to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't mean that, by the way.
Feed them M&M's so you get chocolate eggs.
Or chickens with diabetes. I mean, the meat would be sweet. Jim, you know about that, like sweet meat. She's got M&M. She's good to go.
Hey, Stevie.
Aha! I'm not a chicken. You're a turkey. How you doing, Stevie? Welcome in, my friend. Capture Life Connections. Anybody got anything they want me to show? Well, you know what? Let's go. Let's maybe I should go to Marcel's Facebook page. I don't know. Are we friends on Facebook? I don't know who I'm friends with. I hate Facebook.
Then delete it.
No, I do. Well, I have to have it.
Then delete it.
I have to have it.
For what?
For this shit.
You don't gotta.
I don't know. You know, occasionally a relative will send a picture I got to look at.
Disown them.
Where's his name? What? This is too hard. What's his name? I can't find it. Hey guys, why don't you talk while I'm doing stuff?
So Bill just got on TikTok yesterday. He started. Not Bill, sorry. Stevie says, Bill, he just got on TikTok yesterday.
Yeah, I don't TikTok.
Oh, see, you got Facebook, but you don't do TikTok. Well, TikTok's a hell of a lot more fun than Facebook.
TikTok is an evil Chinese plot.
Evil.
You don't care. You're in Canada. They don't care about you guys.
No.
No, I deleted my
Can't
TikTok.
get my head around it.
You send me links to TikTok videos all the time. I can't see them. A lot of times it wants you to have TikTok to see some of those videos.
Yeah. Okay.
What? You mad at me because I don't like TikTok?
I'm not mad at you because you don't like TikTok or
I'm not a big fan of it either.
Or don't what? Yeah, what?
I said I'm not mad at you because you don't have it or don't watch it.
Okay.
I used to not have it either. But then when I started and watching it, it's funny. It's entertaining.
I had it. It never turned me on or anything. I mean, there's so how much of this crap do we need?
Enough to entertain me 24/7.
No,
If I'm not entertained,
the
devil. Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Tell me he doesn't look irritated that I don't like TikTok. Look at him.
Yeah, he's really upset.
No, it doesn't bother me that you don't have TikTok.
Well,
one of your eyes was bigger than the other. I mean, it looked bothered to me.
It's my Bell's palsy.
Yeah, your sister. Anyway, no, I don't think that. Yeah, isn't he irritated? Brad's right. You're right.
So what about California today?
What? They're getting a bath. They're getting a shower. So what? I live in Florida. That's nothing.
Then
and an earthquake.
Then they had the earthquake.
Well, yeah, but even that, they had an earthquake. Well, they get those. We don't get them here.
You get sinkholes.
You get what?
You get sinkholes, which is probably causing the earthquakes in California.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's making its way over to west 3,500 miles, 3,000 miles.
Chris.
No, I'm sorry for them, but I mean, it said gusts of 84 miles an hour. It's a tropical storm. They're calling it a hurricane, but it's not. It's a tropical storm. I mean, 75 is considered a hurricane, but not gusts. It's got to be sustained winds of over 75 miles.
Anybody in the chat live in California or have
family? If anybody is there and have received any damage or received any hurt, God bless you. I hope that hasn't happened. I'm just saying it's not like what happened a couple of years ago or last year. Was it?
What part of California? What city?
Who cares?
Oh.
I don't know, but it'll probably make San Francisco smell better.
See, I don't know either because my head's up my ass. I don't watch the news.
Well, okay. Then it probably smells really great up there.
TikTok tomorrow, then I'll know.
JDS, how are you?
Hey, thank you for that. Jim's doing the math in his head to try to figure out the joke. Well, I just included you in the group of people that have weird sexual fetishes, Jim. when I made that comment. Just
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah, do you know that when men shower, 50% of them either masturbate or whistle? Do you know what song they whistle?
no.
Then you must be the 50% that masturbate.
And what's the issue with that? I mean, if you're just using it to expel urine.
What? There we go. We've got an update. This
Yeah, it was 5.1. It was 5.1, and they felt some shaking in Los Angeles. That's what they said. I saw that earlier. Marcel, my sound effects are over here. Hey, there we go.
Intercourse the penguin.
No, that's not the one I wanted. Okay, okay, here it is. I don't think that was it either.
Marcel, I keep telling Bill it's Robert, not Roberts.
Yes, exactly. And it doesn't have an S on it. So, yeah. But you don't have to say my last name.
I didn't say your last name.
But
Did I say it?
Not tonight.
Not what?
But yeah.
I always tell Uncle Bill, like we discuss you behind your back. Did you hear what Marcel Robert was doing today?
When we talk about who's in the chat, when you do.
Oh, you want me to say Robert? I'll say Robert.
There it is. Welcome to Canada.
So uppity.
Wow.
No, it's so French.
And this is the correct way to pronounce Jim Beauchart's last name. There you go.
You know,
that didn't sound wet enough to be a shirt, though.
I've got a lot of friends that just diss me like that, and it just makes me laugh.
Your name is Beaucharts, so I mean, I guess you might have heard it once or twice, you know. But anyway, Marcel, you got those pictures queued up so we can show them?
No.
Oh.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah. I'm going to be very French today and smoke my cigarette and correct your pronunciation of my name, you Cuisinart hating bastard. Anyway,
Joe.
Okay, well, if you get a moment, throw them up and we'll take a look at it. I'd be interested to see what a mud race looks like. It's in Canada. You're in Canada, apparently, but
no.
Mud race.
That's hilarious.
Oh God. It's Bill Ramen. Yeah, Ramen. Nobody's ever said that. All right. He's making fun of my last name now. My last name's Ronaine. So he just turned it to Ramen.
It's Romain. It's French.
Ronaine. That's actually Irish, believe it or not. It's an old Irish name. Ronayne.
I was just kidding.
And it's no, because a lot of people think it's French. No, they yeah, Ronaine.
Really?
Like Renee. Because people are ignorant. They just don't know any better. I know you knew better, but
I thought you were East Indian the whole time.
You know, I get that a lot.
It's from Bangladesh.
I get that all the time.
Oh my God.
Actually, Pakistani usually is what I get.
Right. Yeah, I can see what the
Dominic, you emptying out your cupboard there with a couple of blankets and.
The red face really shows off the.
Yeah, just moving everything because I'm a bit uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. Yeah, so is everybody at the coffee shop.
Uh-oh.
Am I red again? I don't care.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Why? That's hard to say. You know, I've read the name of that video game 100 times, thinking about getting it. But you said Red Dead Redemption? That's hard to say.
Okay, he's got it queued up.
I know. I was waiting for somebody to try to say it, but you guys are just cowards.
Red Dead Redemption?
Red Dead. Yeah, that's it. There's a nice shot. I like that.
It's off axis.
Yeah.
Basically, this is kind of the fairground heritage park that everyone kind of parked at and shit. These are not color graded at all. These are thumbnails from the GoPro footage raw. So I haven't had time yet. I basically got home like 20 minutes, half hour ago or something like that.
It's dirt. How do you color grade dirt?
Oh, yeah. The green is going to be way greener. But yeah, there's a couple shots here that I grabbed from that. There's one really cool one that I got that was really spraying the dirt up. Yeah.
Cool. This is all GoPro stuff, right?
Yeah, off a 5-inch drone. Freestyle drone. This is the one.
Wow.
Sweet.
So they had older guys, and they even had a younger class that was, I think, the youngest one. I think this one, maybe this was the one, but there was a 4-year-old that was racing.
Oh, you know what? I need to close this out.
Yeah, you should. Just kidding. How you doing, Johnny?
What's up? What's up?
Welcome.
Ellexis, Dominic, Sharp.
Johnny.
My Ellexis is.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Andrew.
Joe Fotoleo.
What's going on,
Joe
guys?
Fotoleo.
What's up?
Alexis, Don,
What's up?
DVP, Marcel, what's going on?
Paisan.
Paisan, Goomba.
Paisan.
Paisan, wait, how long you had that beard?
How long have I been in the beard? I haven't shaved since I left Texas July 11th.
He usually wears it on the inside, but now it's on the outside.
What?
What beard? This?
No. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. Johnny's, yours is nice and getting kind of big too. That's usually.
I'm trying to just my Scotty Jackrabbit impersonation.
Anyway.
Not quite there.
Yeah, not quite there. I hear you.
It was like if you did a full one, it would look like your head was upside down. But Marcel, that was very cool though. Nice shots. I like that. I like that mud coming up, and I guess that hit your drone too, didn't it?
Oh yeah. I got a couple pictures of the drone just totally covered in mud.
Gimbo, wake up.
I'm looking for a clip.
The drone went mudding. I like that.
Yeah.
Johnny, what do you got? Like, you only have like one chair in your house?
Chair?
You make him stand the whole time?
I'm standing up. I'm standing up. Joe's taller than me.
We got the same 5'5.5", John.
Yeah. Together we ain't tall as Kai.
But Joe, so you drove 6 hours, and now you're at Johnny's. Where are you off to?
I'm heading home.
Oh, you were at where were you? Were you in Tennessee?
I was in Tennessee, since July 13th. I think I got there.
So are you saying you don't watch Joe's videos? Is that's what you're trying to say?
I ain't seen part 1, part 2, part 3, nor part 4.
It's all right.
Part 5's coming.
Bill's hiding his face.
I'm sorry, your mic must be off. I didn't hear anything you just said.
I hear you. You didn't hear what I said about you.
No, I got something to watch when I go lay down to sleep tonight. It's awesome. Just kidding. Let's see some excerpts from my Paisan's channel. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's see them.
Yeah.
You gotta watch them.
Sure. The most recent stuff is just tile work. That's all it is.
With pro
There might be a drone flight mixed within though. If you do matter of fact, do Ripping with Barkley. Do that video. That's a good one. Barkley and I met up out there in the Smoky Mountains and did some flying, and that's a good one there. If you like Enigma.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. I got Ripping with, that's the one. I got it. Oh, this is cool. All right. Yeah. Walking through the forest with Barkley. All right.
We parked up at a little, it took him about an hour and 10 minutes to find me in this parking lot. I dropped him a pin. But since he uses Apple, I guess he couldn't find the place. But he, anyway, finally made it, and we had to trek down a little bit of the side of the mountain. I mean, it's just a small hike. It's probably only about 100 feet, but it was stepping over trees. And hey, Mike Wright, what's up, man?
Michael Wright.
Hey, Jim, Bill, Alexis, Dominic, Marcel.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Johnny.
What's up, Mike?
Good.
We were just talking about you.
You did.
I bet you were.
You did a night shot with Eric.
Eric, yeah. And Tinto showed up there before as we were leaving. So he lost his
Tinto's been there all day.
Yeah.
He left his he got his air tube stuck in a tree on the side of Minefield.
Damn.
He's gonna try to get a hold of what's the name? owner, Billy Tripp, to see if he can help get it down tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good stuff, man.
You know, I think there was only one total loss.
Yeah, whose was that?
Yeah, Brett. And by the time he found it, you know, it was run over by a car.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Dustin's, you said?
Dustin.
Yeah. Little tiny whoop. Yeah. Somebody plugged on him and it went down. He knew it was over the lot, but he never could find it.
Oh, he never did find it.
I think he did, but by the time he did, it was run over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy,
unfortunate.
Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin's good people.
Andrew, it's I don't know. Today was right at 100. It's supposed to be 102 tomorrow. So same old thing this week. This actually looks rougher this week, but anyway, it is what it is. We've been having the weather so long. Hey,
I'll tell you what. My stay in Tennessee for 5 weeks was amazing. I'm not ready to be back in this heat and humidity, but here I am.
Don't blame you. You guys ready to watch this silliness?
Silliness.
Yeah.
who's that behind you?
Some guy. That's a black bear.
That's a good spot right there.
Bigfoot.
And bony knee creature. Look how beautiful, huh? Oh my goodness.
Said it once,
Oh,
I'll
it was
say it again.
stunning.
Finna send it.
Dork.
Hey,
What do you
Grumpy.
think, Barkley?
What do you say? We build a house right here.
Let's do it. Good night. Is this beautiful?
A foot and a half taller than you.
Breathtaking, dude. It really is.
I was down the rock a little bit. He was
Yeah.
standing up higher on the stone.
Yeah, down the rock. That's what they call it.
Miles, baby.
Yeah, man.
Gorgeous. Well,
So,
Down on Fraggle Rock.
Over there, too. That's got run over.
Oh no.
I flew to replacement today.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, Barkley was riding shotgun with me.
Whose music is that? Am I gonna get demonetized?
And yeah, it's not copyright free.
You just gotta sing along with it. You'll be fine.
Dominum stay dominum.
Do a diddy dum.
Way better with it. Yeah, so we were flying up on that hill where we were, and then later we went down right by that house and parked outside the gate, the entry gate to that house. That was the parking lot we were parked in, and then we were just literally probably 50 to 100 feet right there, right over us.
Cool. What are you flying?
POS.
Very nice.
Yep.
See, that's how you're supposed to be able to fly it. I know nothing of this.
When you fly not scared. You know what? I got my first taste of flying carbon though yesterday. Scott Jackrabbit hooked me up, set me up in its 5-inch with a 4S, and then that was amazing. That was more power than the POS, obviously, in a 4S. And then I was like, well, I want that 6S too, and so we put a 6S on there, and it was way better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, the weight ratio. I mean, is it
It's night and day. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the POS. It's got its place, but just to be able to, I mean, there was banging and gonging going on all weekend, with all the home builds, right? And they just fall to the ground and turtle out of it and keep going, bend it and send it. I mean, so I need some of that in my life.
Hey, Lloyd, welcome in. I watched your show on the ride home on the turnpike. I was screaming at it a couple times.
Lloyd,
some of the opinions were upsetting me.
I kind of do the same moves over and over, I noticed, but it's just, man.
You're having fun, right?
It's just my style, but yeah, it's just beautiful. It's funny too when you get out something over that huge. Like I look down, I'm like, really? I'm doing 70 miles an hour? It does not feel like it because it's just so massive.
Yep.
Close to a tree, obviously you can feel it, but there were parts where I was just out in the, wide open, and it's like, God, I feel like I'm barely moving.
Mm-hmm.
So because I wasn't paying attention, whose home is this?
Enigma Sadness, Part 1, I think is what the name of it is. It's a very popular song. Everyone's heard of it.
No, the house.
Oh, I thought you said the song. What about the house?
Yeah.
Hey,
what about?
I don't know, whose is it? What is it?
Oh, I don't know. Shit, I don't know who it is.
That's somebody's home.
It's someone's home. I could see watching my footage back and slowing it down a little bit. I could see there was furniture in there, so it's not like abandoned. It's probably somebody's playhouse. You know, that's probably a helicopter landing pad there.
Yeah,
in Circle Drive wouldn't surprise me. Maybe
Hi, Chriso.
rich doctor or something, and they go to the mountains when they want to get away.
I mean, it's big enough to be a B&B or a small hotel or something.
Yeah, I was thinking it might have been like a bed and breakfast or something like that, but I flew there. You know, this is about 13 minutes from my job site, so I flew there a few times.
Beans.
There's never any cars there, so I think it's just somebody's getaway house that they just never there. If the helicopter's there, they're home. I guess I have no idea.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's home.
Somebody who made the right decision.
There's actually a place kind of similar like that here on the Vancouver Sunshine Coast, they call it. That has a helicopter pad very similar, but the helicopter lands on the pad like that, but the pad actually goes in and like moves and like pulls the helicopter into the garage.
Oh,
you
wow.
wouldn't even see it outside. So
that's extra baller status.
Yeah. But the one that I'm talking about is closer to the water. It's like
I've seen garages like that where like you pull a Ferrari in and the whole thing drops down and then you pull your Porsche in on top of it.
Yeah, dude. So much money around the coast.
Oh man, you ain't lying. Yeah, this is the gate, right? That's the gate to the to the house right there, and there was a whole long driveway just to get to the gate. And
that's a beautiful.
There was another road that goes up. I don't know if you can see right there, kind of to the left, goes up the hill right here. Another road. Man, I don't know.
There better be a pool in that house because, man, come on.
I know. Yeah. I wonder if there's an indoor pool there.
Right.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Rexford, New York. Yeah, Rexford, New York has one too. Andrew says.
Oh, I think I'll give it a like. Oh, wait, here you are on your vehicle. Should I show this?
Or what?
Well, the YouTube, you're not seeing it, but YouTube went to your next video, and
okay.
It's you in your vehicle talking to the camera.
Oh, special guest. That's with Jeff Udock, 4 States Aerial. He was in Sevierville, an hour east of me, from the job site with his family on vacation, and reached out.
I think that's a particularly good shot of you right there.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Look at that freeze frame. Look at that freeze frame.
Oh.
And then this is it's Nirvana once. Oh no, go way forward. Go way forward. Go way forward.
What?
Go way forward.
Oh, okay.
About yeah. There you go, right there.
All right, there we go.
And then the music is Nirvana, so just a heads up. Look how much my beard grew in just a few weeks. Wow, holy crap.
Look who I run into. It's Jeff, 4 States Aerial Photography. What's up, Jeff? Pleasure to meet up. He happened to be in town with his family on vacation, and so he and I are just
with Al. Yeah, he had mentioned that on your stream. Yeah. Just the week before I got there.
Found this old barn right here. I got some
There's
power
a lot
lines.
of neat stuff over there.
We're gonna fly over there. There's no power lines that way. We'll fly over there, check it out. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so I better hurry. Put it up right now.
Boo!
Oh, it's not like I don't want to hear it. I just.
I know you don't. Everybody go to my channel and listen.
Even I don't. Why do you say that? Sing the song. It's okay.
Look, a roof. So Max Allen said I fly over roofs. I'm out here doing roof inspection. Yeah, this is an old school house. This is real neat too. I mean, the thing had to be 600 square feet, if that.
Huh.
Just little bitty old schoolhouse, old abandoned.
Probably had 6 grades going to it at one time.
Maybe.
In the same room.
Yeah, this was like, I think it was like 5 different areas. We kind of just went different spots.
It's cool to see old Americana like that. I wonder who owns this property.
Couldn't tell you. It was just whatever. I'm getting nauseous now.
Got a bell towel.
Oh yeah, okay. So I did some cool transitions in this one. I think I turn around and come down this hill a little bit, and I do some transitions like on the roll. So I'm here, and I kind of transition to a golf course. I think. What I did here. Yep. Yeah. Transition to the golf course.
Wow, that's video editing right there.
That's some skills, my friend. I did that at kind of a couple different spots, just where it felt good.
It was smooth. I didn't see the transition.
Yeah. It goes with the music that you can't hear.
You're gonna bust my balls.
Bust my balls. That was kind of a lame transition, but it was all right. Yeah, and some gaps.
That's some Chris Water editing there.
This was the side parking lot to Buc-ee's, which is right there, but there's like a side parking lot that is a quarter-mile walk to the actual gas station because the main parking lot was full. We were just ripping around here, scaring people. I think I did a transition here. Yeah, I did one there too.
That was very good.
Okay. Yeah, this was after I dropped Jeff off back at his condo, and I was on my way back to the job site, and I found this new construction house being built. So like, oh, they'll fly around that. Nobody's there. And then I flew around this neat-looking cornfield with beautiful mountains in the background. So, yeah, right there that I transitioned into.
I think it's one of your best videos, Joe, and I've seen them all.
I appreciate it, Jim. Thank you, man. I know you're always there.
He's a dick. I understood that comment, Jim.
Well, I like and comment on all of them.
What's a Buc-ee's like? It's a, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
gas.
gas station.
You seen the one about the dog, Beauchart?
He said he's seen them all.
Except for the dog one.
You didn't see the dog one?
Make me
It was
feel
in a short.
bad.
I was walking my dog. It was in a short.
Embarrassed me in front of my friend. What the fuck? All right, there we go. Very nice. Thank you for sharing that. I like that. That was great.
Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate it. I had a good time out in Tennessee and ready to be back to normality back in hot Houston, Texas.
I didn't understand. I didn't know that you had that many tattoos in your arm. I'm looking at. I'm looking at the next video.
I got a couple.
Right.
Been cut up a couple times.
Yeah.
How many? I've got 9 tattoos. How many you got?
Oh, I mean, like a half sleeve, but it was over 3 sessions. So, I mean, if you want to call that 3 tats, and then one on my back and one on my left arm. But
cool.
I have none.
I got one.
You got one? Where is it at, Jim? Got a tramp, got a tramp stamp?
His name on his bum.
Beauchart, where's your tattoo, Beauchart?
You've seen me half naked, Bill. You don't remember?
No, I don't. I diverted my eyes.
Oh, yeah, I
Look at that. You guys are all cooler than me. No. I've got discoloration and stuff going on, but with nothing on purpose. Ellexis, how many tattoos do you have? And show them to us. Is she sleeping?
Ellexis,
She might be.
Ellexis, wake up.
Let me use the little boy's room.
Phone call, guys.
Phone call.
Oh.
Wayne, what are you talking about? What's up with
Still too
what's up
hot in
with-
Texas to bring some cooler weather back with you, Joe. Yeah.
Hi, Lee.
Hey, Wine B.
Wayne B. Lee's here. Yellow Rose Jones. Chris
Yes,
Ho.
hey.
Did anybody say hi to Chris?
Yeah,
What's
I
up
said
there?
hello to Chris. Hi.
Hey, Chris.
Did you?
As soon as he came in,
I didn't hear you say it. Did you type it?
I said it out loud.
Did you? You're the best.
Sorry,
Michael,
guys.
Right, you can go flying with us tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. You can be here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he could be. He's not that far, right?
about 5 hours, I guess.
I don't think so.
Y'all
I
want
don't
to see
think
my
so.
tattoos?
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Well, draw something somewhere and then show it to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was awesome. You want to see my Ferrari? I don't have one.
Yeah, so do I.
Something small and pointy about 1,000 times. I thought that was in the backseat of Bill's car. Oh!
Bum, bum, bum.
All right, I guess I have to get a tattoo now.
This is fanny pack.
Be the cool guys?
Yeah, I'll never be as cool as you, Jim. Yeah, I mean that's why you get responses like you do. You know, like
Why are you walking around like that, Jim?
like that one. You know, tattoos on your ass cheeks in that video would have been pretty good, like eyeballs or something. Or my dad's best friend, who I wish I could get on his channel sometime because he's out of his mind, this old man. And he was going to his doctor's and he knew he had an exam back there coming up. So he drew a big face on his ass. Had 2 eyes, on his ass cheeks, and then the mouth was where his anus was, and this and that, and the doctor was laughing his ass off, and then starts inviting the staff in to look at his ass. Well, he was bent over. Look at it, and they're taking pictures. That's what you get. If you search the internet, you can probably find him. He's a fun guy.
I'm sharing a clip. It's only like a couple minutes long if you want to check it out from the mud race. I found a really fun clip from today. I basically got taken out by mud. It was awesome. But the drone's okay. I wiped it clean and flew it away.
Did you take a picture of it with the mud all over it?
Oh, yeah. I shared it on Facebook. I think I sent you a picture of it, but maybe not.
Nope.
Oh,
you sent it to the other Bill Renee.
Yes, exactly. The French one.
Yeah. Mahomes on your lower back, huh? That's a little gay. All right, let's pull that off of there.
But yeah, check out this video clip real quick. It's hilariously awesome.
Do we know Brandon Beans?
Yeah. He's a good friend of mine on my channel. I think we're streaming on there as well.
Have I met him? Has been on your channel?
Yeah. You've been on my channel before. I think you met him. Yeah. He's.
I'm sorry, I don't remember him. I'm sorry, Brandon. Hi, Brandon. Welcome in.
Yeah, very good with black box and tuning quads and making them fly good. Hell yeah.
It's been a while since I've been on your channel. I'll have to stop in again. Those
Yeah, every Tuesday night.
Bunch of nice guys. Know their stuff.
There you go.
They can read what I'm saying. Oh,
Oh no, they can't. Who's co-streaming?
I am.
That was my tattoo, by the way, guys.
Oh, that's why. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're co-streaming, and so's Dominic.
Right.
There you go. Okay, cool. Very cool.
Here,
So, how many people are
Bill.
actually watching this then?
We're
How
going to
many
put
people-
this one on there.
20 million.
Oh, look at that tattoo. That's beautiful.
The guy.
Yeah. Well, just make it stick. Just lick the back of it slowly.
That's true. That's
it. That's it.
As pasties. There you go.
That's
Oh, well, yeah, let's just put that down in there.
Could you look it again? That's what I was looking for.
This wouldn't be big enough to cover it, guys. In fact, that one would not be big enough to cover it.
I can vouch for that.
What?
Backseat testimonials.
Whoa, now.
Johnny, you missed out on that one.
No, I saw it. Testimonials. What do you say? Testimonials.
Not testimonials.
Testimonials.
Would this be big enough?
Yeah, that would cover it.
It's about the right size, but you need two.
Oh,
Speaking of
my.
which, where is Charles?
I don't know. I haven't heard of Charles for a while.
He's taking a break from the stream, he said.
Taking a break from the stream.
Yeah.
I think he pulled a muscle when he was showing his leg the other night.
No, he'll still be here once in a while in the chat, but he doesn't fly as much as others, and he feels like he doesn't have as much to contribute. That's what he said. Yeah.
Oh, please. Since
You
when did
said?
we talk about drones?
I just showed a whole bunch of drone videos, didn't I?
Yeah, but usually it's just hangar talk.
Not typical.
You know, that's what it's
We
called.
talk about them. We talk about how I didn't fly today. That comes up. How I'm not buying the Air 3 right now. Maybe I'll buy it. I don't know. I got other hobbies too, that I don't talk about. And you're like PC building, and I do talk about the motorcycle thing because it's wearing me out. But I want to buy a new video card for my PC. You want to hear about that?
No.
See, it's Uncle Bill's toys. I got a boat yard I haven't used. I'll talk about I uncovered my boat for the first time in a while. It's been sitting out there doing nothing, sinking into the sandy loam, the trailer. And discovered
you live in Florida.
Discovered that there's a board, the seat in the back that I sit in while I'm at my tiller. What they did was they put a wooden board on the aluminum seat because I guess it had stripped out or whatever the reason was. It rotted and the seat's not connected anymore. So I got to fix that. Isn't that exciting?
Very.
Yeah. So I think I'll get rid of the aluminum board and attach it directly to the aluminum seat like it should have been in the first place. I'm sorry, what?
I said you're pretty handy with a wrench and tools, so no problem.
I could fix stuff. I do. I fix stuff all the time.
I know you do.
That's what a man does. Yeah, like these motorcycles. But Dad said, there's always motorcycle clinic. I was really tempted to tell him, the trailer's in the back. Let's get it over with. And if it
Bill,
doesn't,
did you sell that bike yet? Or both of those bikes? Or you still have them?
No, one's ready. One developed an oil leak. You were probably not here when I talked about it. It had nothing to do with anything I did. It had to do with the oil filter relocation kit, but one of the hoses started to leak. And so I ordered that today. I'll put that on next Sunday. But I can't sell it like that. It's leaking oil. It's ridiculous.
I got a trike you can buy.
Wow, Harley sells them new like that.
Not anymore. That's old time. That's not true. That's the old the 80s, not even the 88s, the 80 motors.
You're right. You are exactly right.
Been a long time since that's been an issue. But they still talk about it like it's still happening. But
No, it don't happen. Believe me.
Like, there was a feature that way you didn't have to change your oil so often.
Hey, Jim.
Just add oil. Yeah.
Exactly.
Jim. Thought you were
All three
froze
of you.
up. What? I thought you froze up.
No, internet's working good.
Yeah, but you're just sitting there. Want to make sure you still had a pulse, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Jim, I'm gonna get TikTok again because I still feel like I upset you earlier. You have no idea how many TikTok videos you sent me that I wasn't able to see.
I didn't realize, so I won't say.
I told you I got rid of TikTok a long time ago. You don't listen to me either, apparently.
Not a word.
I truly believe it's a Chinese plot to destroy the world.
Jim is Chinese.
I like Chinese people very much.
I like Chinese food.
I like Chinese culture very much. I find them a very interesting culture, very interesting people, very friendly and intelligent and attractive.
I like the number 3 with fried rice.
I like that. I eat Chinese. I mean, not to sound like a schmuck, but I eat Chinese food at least once a week, every month. However,
once a week, once a month,
every week, every month, once a week, every month. I don't know what that meant. I pretty much once a week. But I just don't like the people that are running their country. That's all. There are enemies.
DJI?
Pretty much. And as we break out into song, I like Chinese. I like Chinese. We only come up to your knees, but they're cute and they're cuddly and they're willing to please. I like Chinese food. The waiters never are rude. There's 800 million of them in the world today. You better learn to like them. That's what I say. That gives you an idea how old that song is. 800
It's
million?
got demonetized. So
Yeah, a little Monty Python. All right.
Be a good 40 years ago.
Yeah.
$5. I love you a long time.
Oh no, that's terrible. Don't do that. Seki $5. Oh. That's not Chinese, by the way. That is Vietnamese.
Could be.
Anyway, demonetized. That's right, Joe. No, like I said, I got nothing against anybody, but there's countries that want to end us, and you got to worry about it. TikTok's evil. Jim Beauchart's evil.
Good night, Chris.
Who's leaving? Yeah. Good night, Chris. Thank you for stopping in.
Chris with a K is leaving.
Chris with a K. Not Chris.
Good night, Chris. We love you, buddy.
Chinese people, but China is asshole. Exactly. Oh.
Still in my prayers, Chris.
Yeah. Of course I'm flying a Chinese drone. My house is full of Chinese products. Shut up.
Almost everybody is.
Yeah. I mean, look. What am I sitting in front of? Where are these? Oh, it could be Korea. I don't know.
There was a meme that actually went out a while back with the FBB people and stuff, and it was like this person who looked like the exact same as the other person, and one title was FPV pilot, I get my stuff in China. DJI pilot, I get my stuff in China. They're like they hate each other, but they're the exact same people. Like like it's the same world, man. Pretty much the same factory sometimes. Like these companies.
I mean, these lights that are lighting up my background and like that, I didn't get them from China. I got them from Amazon.
We're not much different, man. It's pretty much the same deal.
And they're made in China, probably.
Yes, that was the joke, Dominic. Thank you for joking. Thank you for catching. Thank you.
Australia too, as well, for sure.
Who made this? Blue Yeti mic? Was this made in China?
Everything.
I'd imagine.
Cheap electronics, because that's where it's made. Because that's where industries moving for that kind of stuff. Same with automotive. Automotive moved to Mexico for us in North America for a reason, because it's cheaper labor, cheaper parts, cheaper everything. It's just mass produced. Nothing can be made here really. I mean, there's antennas made in Canada, and there's a few things like 3D printing companies and stuff, but they're expensive. They're even after shipping you get from China, it's still way more expensive. It's crazy.
Too young TV1, welcome in. He's waving to us. That's great. India's the new China. We could be the new China. We can manufacture this stuff here. Just give more money. We pay our people more, and our costs are higher. Our insurances are higher. Our taxes are higher.
That's the problem. Is the cost of living is way too high.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain products I would spend more money on because it keeps the money in the country, but they're not bothering to do it. Like, all right, I'm looking at an Acer Predator. It's kind of a mid-grade, high-end monitor, whatever. I'm hoping it's Korean. South Korea is our friend.
Mm-hmm.
But this AOC over here, I'm sure is Chinese.
Tides high. What's up, Lambo? We got a bunch of people jumping into the chat.
There are companies that are gearing up for future embargoes. Intel can make its own.
We're gonna hop off. We're going flying in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Have a great flight.
I really appreciate the two of you coming in here. Thank you for sharing your beards with us. They're awesome. Joe, nice videos. Appreciate that, buddy.
Is that
And,
big enough?
Is it big enough? I need to make the next one bigger.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Close. He says close. Might be there.
Good night, guys.
You can't shave your
Good
beard
night,
for the next time. Yeah, have a beard off. That's the best.
We're getting more here from Jalyn's live yesterday. I wasn't on Jalyn's live yesterday, but welcome in, Explore. That's clever. Do you see his name? Explore Philippines.
Is that what it is? Explore?
Yeah, look.
Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Explore.
Yeah, awesome.
See that?
It's a way to put it down.
Yeah, welcome in, buddy. Thank you for stopping in.
Different.
Good night, Chris.
Tides High is a buddy of mine here in the Vancouver Lower Mainland area. He's jumped in your chat as well. It's fucking awesome. Good to see you guys. Brandon says he's got more wing chase footage tonight. Ooh.
Who does?
Brandon Beans. No, I don't have a nano goblin. It's a small wing, kind of like the one that you have, white one right here. Kind of the same idea. It's a one motor, 2 servos that control the plane. It's pretty fun.
Very cool. What happened to Michael Wright?
He became an avatar, which is nothing.
What? It's a terrible thing to say.
I'm back.
Did you hear what he said about you?
I heard that. I was kind of hurt. I've lost my blue wrench.
Well, that was nothing. It was nothing.
You took my wrench away from me.
You could show this to Lloyd in the channel. Look at that, Lloyd. Look at this T-shirt. Tea party, baby.
What did I do to lose my blue wrench? You took it away when I came online today.
What? Hey, text in the chat. Say something in the chat. How could you, there's no way you don't have a wrench. Get the hell out.
Yeah, didn't show blue up there. I'll try it again here. See what happens.
Yeah, say something.
Howdy, Bill. How's that?
You're texting in Dominic's stream.
There you go.
Oh, why are you on Dominic's chat? You're on my live.
Am I Dominic? So I didn't know that. Maybe that's the problem. I was wondering what
Dominic doesn't like you enough to make you moderator.
Get off of Dominic.
Yeah, Dominic doesn't like you, Mike. That's why.
Yeah,
I'm not good enough for Dominic. Yeah, I'm not good enough.
Came up on my stream as well.
Yeah, how many people on you guys stream? Dominic, how many you have in there?
I'll add you to Ellexis. You're good to go, buddy.
I've got one watching.
Not anymore.
You're not in my stream.
There might be somebody else.
There you go, Michael. Right, I put you as a moderator in mine as well.
Yeah.
Oh, you might have been on Marcel's stream. Oh, okay.
He must have been on Marcel's because he's not in mine.
I just picked the first one when it came up live and it said Bill. So.
Well, text the right one.
Okay.
And if the first one jumped off the cliff, would you do it too?
Let me get this here.
Did you just text Howdy Bill?
I did.
And you're still in the wrong channel.
I know. That's before we knew about it. I'm trying to figure it out here. I'm not that smart.
Up later. Yeah.
Get off this channel here somehow.
I popped in to bump up the number, so thank you. Appreciate it. I could use the watch hours. My watch hours has actually gone down a little bit. Not that I'm that worried about it. I get a lot, but like it's me. It's all you.
It's all you.
It's all you. And I'm making money off the advertising now. I made, I think, 45 cents or 48 cents so far. I get a lot of inappropriate or limited due to content.
Hey, I got a wrench.
You got a wrench, and I didn't even say thank you to you and Marcel. I didn't say because you guys are members.
I'm a member. That's right. I got a blue star.
That's right. So because you're a member, and Marcel's a member, and Jim's a member, and I think Dominic's a member, and Ellexis is a member. We're all members.
So I remember.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Member berries.
Lord. See you soon.
And Mike B is a member. Did I get everybody? Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think so. I might have 7. Should probably look. Harley! What's up, brother?
Thanks, Rick.
There he is. How you doing, Greg? Good to see you. All right. So what channel is this fella in?
Right 9. That's mine. Right 9. He's in Australia, actually.
How many people on your channel?
Right 9 is in the South Coast or something like that. Right 9? I forget exactly where he is. I tried to send a mail once and it got denied.
How many people watching your channel right now?
25. Just kidding. 1.
I got excited for a minute there.
Go.
Gold Coast, Australia. Yeah. How far is that from you, Dominic? Other side or
About 2. I'll do it in miles. About 1,200 miles.
Oh, cool.
18 hours in a car, or about a 4.5 hour plane ride.
This is Denzel. Denzel's asking a question there.
Yeah, Denzel's on mine. He's asking. Oh no, he's asking on yours.
Oh, he's on mine.
Yeah. So mine, Bill, and Dominic.
Well, it's mine, yours, and Dominic's. Okay, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Yours, mine, and ours.
Well, I was gonna say me first, but
Me.
well, me last, I guess. Sorry.
So Denzel is a big FPV guy. I'm looking at his channel. I've been here before.
He's a great guy. He's my co-host on my Tuesday night streams for a while now. So he's an awesome guy. If you haven't checked him out,
Why doesn't he have a wrench?
Dude. He's brand new to your stream and channel, probably.
There you go. He's got one now.
And you get a wrench.
Everybody gets a wrench.
Yeah.
Everybody is not a douchebag.
So I guess you're taking mine back then?
I mean, that's the watermark. The douchebaggery level. Alexis, how you doing there? Thank you for showing us your armpits.
Just want to show you my armpits.
No, I appreciate it. And, you know, that's a body part you haven't exposed for us lately. There you go. Nice. Appreciate that. That's good. Anything else going on in your life besides chickens and electric motorcycles and Teslas?
I just showed you my navel.
You what?
What?
I showed you my navel and I showed you my armies.
What?
Not really too much going on, Bill.
No?
Nope. Plane wouldn't start.
Seems like you have a lot going on in your life. I don't accept that.
What do I have going on?
I mean, you fly. Yeah.
Well, when it starts.
Yeah, we got it this time. It didn't start. When was the last time you flew?
July 31st.
So 3 weeks without flying kills your battery, I guess. Huh?
Which is why I went out there to get the battery charged by starting it.
I've got a Tesla question, Ellexis.
Okay.
When you're driving and you've got it set to autopilot, it drives by itself. If you sense something wrong, can you just grab the wheel and steer it
Well, you're
yourself?
supposed to have your hand on the wheel, even though if it is on full self-driving.
You have to touch it so often, right?
What?
You have to touch it so often. You can't.
Yeah. It'll tell you to give some slight force to the wheel, but here's a trick around that. You don't really have to do this on the wheel. What you do is there's 2 scroll buttons on the steering wheel.
Okay.
So if you turn this, I'm just making sure Bill's okay because you're turning really red.
He said something. You have to touch it every so often. So I had some thought.
Turns red.
It's a scroll. It's a scroll.
Okay.
Keep it up.
And that's what she said.
That answers my question of why I asked that question. Because
Well, how often do you have to? How often do you have to touch it?
Oh gosh.
the steering wheel.
Well, you can call it whatever you want.
Ellexis.
Oh yeah.
Jumpstart your banana.
You keep turning my Ellexis on every time you do that. So I'm sorry. Please go continue.
Okay, hold on. Jim, what was your question? Go back to your question.
Along the lines of how it was if you sense something going wrong, like it's going to go into the ditch for some stupid reason.
Yeah.
You grab the wheel and it's easy to take
Yeah, yeah.
control again.
There's three.
Have to hit a button to
Well,
disengage.
there's three ways to disengage full self-driving. Step on the brake. You can turn the wheel through when it's in full self-driving. It's really rigid. So, like if you try to turn the wheel, it's like it doesn't want to move. So, if you can break through that, that's another way of disengaging full self-driving. And the third way is to take on the, I'm sorry, Jenny, on the right side of the steering wheel, there's like a gear shifter thing. You just push up on the stalk. They call it a stalk. And you push up on that and that disengages. And then there's a message that comes up on the screen that says, full self-driving disengaged. What happened? Then if you want to send a report to Tesla saying the car just went wonky and was trying to go into the ditch, you can push in on that right button and send them a voice recording of your voice saying the car was going crazy and was trying to go in the ditch.
Hi, Matt. So to keep it engaged, once again, you do have to touch the steering wheel a little bit every.
Well, you either put a little bit of pressure on the steering wheel, like just the weight of my arm is just like enough, just to hang on to the wheel, or you can turn either scroll button on the wheel. The left one is for like volume if you're listening to something, and the right one is for your speed control. And it kind of goes. It kind of has like these indentations, like bump, bump, bump. You know, you just have to turn that a little bit, that scroll wheel, instead of putting the weight on the steering wheel.
Okay. The reason I asked is somebody sent me a video of a couple in a Tesla, and it's self-driving, and they're doing something, and every now and then he would touch the steering wheel, and I'm saying, why bother? So it's to keep it.
Yeah, yeah, because on the screen, if you don't touch the steering wheel or do the scroll buttons, it'll start flashing like a blue color at the top of the screen, and then if you keep like that going, it'll disengage.
So do they give you a tutorial when you buy it, or everything is you gotta read this manual or touch
No,
it?
all the tutorials are video tutorials that are built into the car.
So it shows up on the screen when you're driving, or
yeah, it has like YouTube. You can watch YouTube, Disney Plus, Hulu, you know, and all these different services. And at the bottom it says Tesla tutorials.
Cool.
I've been taking notes here. And what I've found out is you have to touch it every so often, and then when it gets rigid, you have to take control of it and then move it. And then it becomes compliant and starts doing what you want it to do. This is what I've been picking up in this conversation here. And there was a bunch of other stuff, but I don't want to talk about it.
It's
later after the show.
It's all the things that happened in the back seat.
I just heard so much sexual innuendo in this conversation, and neither of you were picking up on it. It was killing me.
well, because I'm actually trying to be serious, and Ellexis hates it when we do that when she's talking. So
You hate that? When we talk, when we do sexual innuendo? I'm sorry. We will all behave ourselves now.
The brain and the mind of a man.
No, it says the woman who was showing us how big her areola is. Blame us for that.
Can't help it if you all don't know how to make big stickers.
We don't have to make things big.
There. Can we watch this video?
Mm-hmm.
Tesla nearly hits bike. Why? Do we want to see that?
I don't know. It's just
Well, you have to understand that the full self-driving is still in beta mode, and there's a disclaimer that says, you need to be aware of what your car's doing, and always be prepared for the worst at the worst time, because they're off the hook if you hit a bike or if you hit a pedestrian or
no.
or whatever, because you're supposed to be in command of the car, not sitting back and just thinking the car's going to handle it 100%.
Sitting back, having sexual relations with the other person in the seat.
Yeah, well, there's a camera that's above the rearview mirror, keeping an eye on the driver also. And if you get 5 strikes, on the full self-driving, you're out of the program.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it monitored?
Yes. Yes, it is.
So
because somehow I got 4 strikes and I don't even know what the heck I did. Like if you're playing on your phone, or falling asleep.
Wow.
So right now, he's rigid, right? Because
well, you see his screen is all white. See how the screen is all white?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in what I call full matrix. You can have half that, about 3/4 of the screen can be a map. But he slid that.
He slid what?
He slid it.
He went full screen.
Oh my God! You guys are doing it again.
What am I doing? He slid what?
Never mind.
It's rigid, and then he slides it. All right, here we go.
With the software update, you can actually make thousands of people drive safely just with the software update overnight.
Wow, that's actually
that's actually.
That Tesla wanted to kill that bike. Are we going to have to cut that?
A Tesla on autopilot smashing into a sheriff's deputy patrol car. The patrol car slamming into a trooper's car, nearly striking 2 officers as well in North Carolina.
You mean nearly? It hit that one guy.
The Tesla was watching.
Nearly.
The tracking technology. This is something that we are confident we can do today 10 times safer than a human driver.
It wanted to eat that motorcycle. Do you think it's jealous of a bike that doesn't need any? I mean, it's not gas, it's not electric, it's a bike, so there's competition there.
So I guess you can't cover up that lens of that camera that's watching the driver.
Yeah, that would be a strike.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't like it how they said it nearly hit 2 officers. That car definitely hit that black officer, knocked him on his.
Well, that was a sheriff car, though. It hit the cop. It said sheriff on the side of the car.
Well, the Tesla hit the sheriff's car, and it nearly hit the 2. Oh, I see. The Tesla nearly hit them, but the car that it sent propelling towards them actually hit them. Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. The future of AI right there, ruined.
The best.
Well, jealous because we can't afford one.
Well, yeah. It's like, okay, if I have an engine out and I land my plane in the middle of a cornfield, the press is going to have me on the front page, right? I mean, they're going to be out there like it's the most, it's like, really? How many years have we been? But if I drove my car off in the middle of a cornfield, they'd go, okay, whatever. It's like flying is still alienated to human beings, So, go figure.
I don't understand that point at all.
I don't either.
Okay.
That is the point. Doesn't make sense. Time for more ice.
Pretty far, I think. How far are we from not driving anywhere? Just staying at home, working remotely, ordering your food remotely, ordering your products remotely, staying in your house all the time to get to the point where you don't smell it anymore.
Corey Mano, what's up?
What about transporter beams or transporting?
What about
possibility?
Yeah, sure. Please expound on your theories of transporting things.
Portal gun.
Yeah, like Star Trek.
Yeah, portal gun. Yeah, Rick and Morty. You know, we. I mean, who needs a car?
Yeah.
Motorcycles will take over because you just ride them for fun, but cars would be. Who cares? Who needs them? You know.
Northeast Drone Productions in the chat. What's up?
Yeah, I know Matt's in here. Hi, Matt. How you doing? Send him a link. I like when people do that. You know, they announce that they sent you a link, so if you don't come in, you feel like a jerk.
There you go. I should learn to do that on my channel. Well, Dominic came in one time, but he had a lot of noise. I think somebody else had noise too that day. It was crazy. My ears were bleeding because of so much other ambience. Ambience is crazy.
Drone Kings in Darwin. I'm trialing self-working from home. So far, no crashes. Yeah, you haven't crashed into any sheriffs or anything.
Coffee table, stub your toe, maybe.
There you go. Mm-hmm. That's a bad crash.
Yeah, I don't know. Productivity's way down there, saying companies are starting to demand people come back to the office. It's not everybody is a self-starter. I mean, and that's what you have to absolutely be if you work from home. You got to be a self-starter because it's too easy to say, I'll get up in a half hour. I'll get, I was going to start working, but I'm kind of hungry now. Or I got to sit in the bathroom for 45 minutes watching YouTube videos while I go to the bathroom.
Is that you? I'm always trying to use that bathroom. Come on. That's the best part about working in construction. New construction, I've been working by myself a lot of the times. It's pretty chill. Like, there's a bunch of people working, but you're not like overly, around a bunch of people like you are in office settings. You're always passing around different things to each other and stuff.
There's more and more warehouses becoming automated. So
yeah, that too. Warehouses.
Well, good thing you're old and you're nearing retirement age, right?
Yeah.
You got to time that just right.
Probably about another 5 years.
Yeah.
A lot of Amazon is even automated, and you wouldn't even know it. You go in there, and a lot of the sorting machines and stuff like that are all kind of automated to a point. It's pretty nuts. Be surprised.
So all the cardboard boxes that Amazon sends out, should we not have to bill them for some of the recycling processing?
Okay. Well, I don't know, but here it's free. You just drop it off at a facility here, and that's it.
I know, but
you can recycle in your box as well.
They should still charge them. Mind you, they'll pass.
You should charge them like a deposit, like your beer cans. You just get 10 cents or something.
Yeah.
There you go.
Man, just every freaking week I gotta cut boxes up, put it in the recycle bin. It
sounds less like a box issue and more like an Amazon issue, to be honest. Sounds like you're just buying a lot of stuff out of Amazon.
Well, not me.
Oh, the girlfriend.
It's like she says, "Are you going downstairs? Why? You got something from Amazon coming? You don't want me to see the front door?"
Nice. Well, that's good though. At least it's not an
She's got to get better at fooling you because that was a real obvious one.
Oh, I know. Got to wake up pretty early to pull the wool over Jimmy's eyes.
Yeah, that's good though. At least you're enjoying it. I've seen your videos. You're doing a lot of drone footage again, so it's awesome. It's really cool, Jim. Keep it up, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever makes you happy, buddy.
You spent a year and a half not flying a drone at all on this channel. And now you fly more than I do.
There you go.
Very cool.
And you can tell you're liking it, so it's good.
Oh yeah, get a big kick out of it.
There you go.
The editing, that's the pain in the ass.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Trust me. I started off just editing it. Now I'm like almost paying people to do it just because, I want to do it good,
Kind of liked it at first, the editing thing, learning about it, playing with it, enjoying it, and then
I've run out of time.
And it just became work.
Stuff. Yeah, exactly. Too much time. Because now that you know so much, the more you can do with this stuff. It's everything gets more complex the more you learn about it, the more you want to put into it, right? I started flying drones when it was just analog footage, and you just, posted your DVR footage from your goggles, and people were happy with it. Now it's like you got 1080p on almost everything.
Yeah, if it was still analog, I don't think I'd even bother.
I thought that way too. When I got into drones and my buddy put the analog goggles on me, I was like, this is stupid. This is so dumb. Like, give me HD, and this is before. And as soon as HD came in, I was like, you know what? I'm so used to analog that it doesn't bother me. And still to this day, and this is years into the hobby, there's still way more fail safes and weird, unpredictable kind of like blockiness that you get to different, flight scenarios and stuff compared to analog. And analog, where you just get a little bit of snow, just a little bit of static, and we're used to that. All of us are in our age in this panel right now.
Yeah, I did analog for a little bit. That didn't bother me at all.
Comes back. I
didn't mind my analog goggles at all when I was flying. That didn't bother me even a little bit.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Once you understand that and get used to that kind of idea and mentality, instead of seeing a bunch of like squares pop up or the edges get all like really like blurry and stuff, and then all of a sudden you lose signal.
Yeah, then it's gone.
And then it won't come back. And
instead of a crappy video, you have no video.
Yeah.
It was like the change from analog cell phones, to digital cell phones. Oh, you got a weak signal. You're starting to lose. That doesn't do that now. Now you're gone.
And what would you do if you walked around and you had a cell phone and you're losing signal and you're walking around somewhere you're not used to? What would you do? You wouldn't keep walking into the disruption. You would like turn around and be like, "Oh, I can hear you now." You'd walk. That's the same thing with analog. You would just be flying, and then you just go through the snow basically, and just keep flying and figure out where you need to get that signal back, and you keep your footage going. And it's all recorded on a GoPro, so nothing's going to get lost. You're going to see perfectly. So who needs an HD camera on your FPV camera? For the stuff I do, that's not worth it, right? Again, the price is an issue too, right? And the availability of products. Some of these Vistas you can't even get. Some of the new ones. It's just.
Yeah, I saw that too. Shut up, Jesse.
Sure it was. What does Droner Gamer know about drones?
Who knows? But that was witty.
Hilarious. It was funny.
I like my analog cell phone. I had 2 watts, two full watts of transmission power. And you didn't have it next to your head. It was transmitting out of a bag that you carried along with the.
Was that the brick? Was that the big brick that you hold up?
No, even before that. You actually had a phone that had a curly line that went into a bag. And the bag phones. They had a battery.
That sounds like military something, yeah.
And an antenna sticking out of it. And then I spent the extra money, $50, which is a lot of money back then, to buy a little antenna that I could pull the little stick antenna off the transmitter and then put that on the top of the car. But 2 watts to get you along, long ways. We lived out in the country, so. But of course, after 50 minutes, you started paying by the minute. $300 cell phone bills back in the 80s, 90s.
That's the ham radio, though.
Yeah.
That's my ham radio I use when I go long range, and all my buddies do 4x4 and shit out here in DC.
Could you imagine an analog radio with the antenna right here, putting 2 full watts of right next to your skull? That'd be odd, because they talk about the 800 milliwatts or less, 80 milliwatts, whatever cell phones are now. it's a danger. It's causing cancer and this and that. Yeah, 2 full watts. Your face would.
That'll get rid of the glaucoma.
Cell phones are pretty much being developed for people to do this. They pull out their phone and they'll do this. This is it. They'll talk to you like this the whole time. Nobody does this anymore. It's all this.
I always have it on speakerphone.
Yeah. See?
Immediately. Yep.
It's kind of safer anyway. Be like this.
I get so pissed off hearing private conversations.
Headphones. You can get Bluetooth headphones, so you can
just like.
But you're still talking to the person.
But I don't want to hear the guy on the other phone.
So you should get headphones.
And I know what you're saying, because especially when people just don't understand, they don't have to yell into it.
Yeah. There's an etiquette to a lot of things as well, though, surroundings and stuff.
But if you were having a conversation with somebody standing in front of you in public, you wouldn't think twice about it, because there's 2 people talking in public, and that's kind of what it's like. I mean, because technology brings us together, even though we're not. Like this, for example, I'm talking to Texas, and Australia, and Canada, and we all feel like we really know each other. Now, I've met Mike in person a couple of times. Well, he doesn't remember the first time.
I've met you 6 or 8 times. You only remember 2 times.
And Jim, I've met in person once, and we're like besties, you know. And Dominic, I've never met in person, and I feel like a good friend of his. And same thing with Marcel. And Ellexis, we met once. But like I said, if it wasn't for this medium, we would have never met in a million years.
Exactly.
Except everybody's moving to Texas and Florida, so maybe we would have met each other eventually.
Yeah, a lot of comedians are moving to Texas right now. A lot of people like celebrity stuff are moving to Texas. Seems to be the best of the USA, which I know nothing about, but
what the
It's
fuck?
a good place to live.
Dominic, is somebody getting murdered in that food court?
I would.
Yeah, they must be. Why not? I'll just turn the sound off again.
No, I want to hear it now.
No, I only heard that once.
That's what she said.
Only once.
Just go for a walk around.
Somebody complaining about the chimichanga or something, or what's going on over there?
Chimichanga. Hey Dom, you guys got to turn on the warm weather at the end of the year when I visit.
I hope so. I'm dying here.
The lettuce in my chicken wrap isn't fresh. Ah!
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah.
Well, winter's almost over, right? Because our summer is kind of almost over-ish.
Yeah, we've got some real crazy people here, I tell you.
Well, you know, it's 12 o'clock a.m., and according to this, it's still 83 degrees. So summer's not quite over yet.
Oh, half your life. I'm barely scraping 60.
84 degrees here.
You always got to beat me. Always got to beat me.
Well, it's.
I bet you it's a lot more humid here. Let's see.
I doubt
80.
it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You think Texas is more humid than Florida?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Corpus-
It's 83. It's 80. It's 83 with 72% humidity right now.
Okay.
It's 96 in Dallas right now.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm in Tennessee right now.
What did you say your humidity was?
72.
Our humidity is 86%. It feels like 93 degrees.
Why isn't it raining?
Because it's Texas.
In Dallas, it's 109 today.
Oh, hell yeah. That's not even... You can cook an egg on a sidewalk here.
It says feels like 90. That's what it says.
Feels like 93 here. It says humidity is making it feel hotter.
Oh, well, yeah, that's heat. That's called heat index. Hold on a minute.
Barometric pressure is 29906.
Dang.
Let's go to maps on core flight.
Big overall smoke point here. Whatever. Let's see. Now, according to my phone, funny how the different weather report.
Oh yeah, Corey's over in Ottawa. That's right. Jim, Corey Mano.
According to my phone, it's 79% humidity, 84 degrees, and feels like 93. Ha! Tied you.
Well, temperature-wise, yeah.
And it feels like the heat index thing. How's your air quality?
Man, Dominic, mute that nonsense. Yay. Silence really is golden. Our density altitude is 2,055 feet. Does everybody know what density altitude is?
No, please explain.
Because it affects drones too.
The density altitude is what?
Density altitude.
It's so dense you can't get through that.
You know what density altitude is? It says 2,055 feet. Even though our airport is like 46 feet above sea level, so your aircraft is going to perform as if it were at 2,055 feet.
I would have guessed that, but I would have just been guessing though. What's your air pressure right now?
You mean our barometric pressure?
Yeah.
The altimeter is 29907.
This is air pressure 1,016 HPA. I have no idea.
I'm at 995.
2016.
Corey Mano.
You're that low, Ellexis, huh? 40 something. I mean, I'm at like 15
Hey,
feet.
Joe. I thought you went to bed the same time as Johnny.
They don't go to bed together.
Corey
No,
Mano was a ripper in FPV racing that time.
I guess it is getting better. The highest high for the next few days is only 90.
The highest high?
The highest high.
But our lowest high between now and Labor Day is 101 in Dallas.
Right back. I got to take a pee break.
We actually might get rain, it says, on Tuesday. That's from that low pressure that's moving into the Gulf. But then it goes right back to sunshine for the next week.
Did you make fun of his beard, Joe? Paisan.
Joe, you probably did bring roses like right now.
Yeah. New house at Johnny's place. He doesn't want to break the bedroom in.
I'm sure that wouldn't have been the case. Come on, Johnny's a man about town. That sexy beast. I mean, Ellexis was in love with Johnny before she was in love with you.
Everybody was in love with everybody else before me.
You get like sloppy 15ths or something? What are you talking about?
Until I found out that Johnny was 4'2".
I ain't a whole lot bigger than
I
that.
was just going to say, Jim's not that much taller than Johnny is. but he's
Jim's got the girth, though.
He's big like bull.
Yeah, I like big guys. And Mike Wright, I love him. He's my hero. He helped me save my Nevada.
And I've got the stamina of a field mouse.
Have you flown your Avata recently, Lexus?
No, I haven't flown it since April.
April.
Not since we rescued it, because I'm too afraid of the props. I got to order new props.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what is it that I need to order? God, what is it that I need to order? And I can't remember. And then I got Sunday night comes around and it's like, oh yeah, props.
Right there, baby.
Yep, there they are. Is that master air screw?
Everything I do is masterful. Yes, they are.
Ellexis has a plane. She can show you a master air screw.
Yeah, I can't show you anything. This stupid thing won't start.
Well, like you said, you got to make that thing rigid when you're out there with him in the, in the plane. So you can take your hands off the yoke.
But Lexus, can't you jumpstart the plane from your Tesla?
Not from the Tesla. You'd think, being an electric vehicle.
I flew to Pitts down to Florida. Got a chance to fly an acrobatic plane, and we had to jumpstart the plane before I got in it.
Yeah, I've had my plane jump started from a GPU. It's a big generator thing that you drive around.
I think you should send Elon a message.
We did this from a pickup truck.
Yeah, I know. No, not my plane. My plane has this thing on the side that's behind the propeller and before the wing. So it's between the wing and, you know what I mean?
This thing?
It's a panel.
Okay.
And then you have to see if I can see it on this photo. Hold on. Actually, let's see.
Mark, do you mean millimeters or millibars? Mark says his air pressure is 766 millimeters. Is that millibars? Is that what you're looking at?
See you, Brett. Pleasant Tesla dreams.
Why is my air pressure so high? 1,016.9 millibars.
Okay. So if you look at this photo, can you make me big?
Okay.
Okay, so if you look at this, let me do it this way. So there's
Good night, Brett.
There's me landing my plane. But if we zoom in, you see that little panel right there?
Right. Yeah.
The little one? Okay.
Right.
So obviously that's between the wing and the propeller, right?
Right.
There's not a lot of space there. You don't want to become mincemeat. But you open up that little thing and you can plug this big old cable in. I took a picture of it. I think the last time I was there, let's see, July 31st. Let's just do the airport here. Anyway, there's three prongs in there. Okay, so there's the little door. It's been labeled now. And behind that little door, there's three prongs like this.
So long, Greg. Thanks for stopping in.
Like that.
We call it millibars here, Mike.
I see. Yeah.
So you just plug it in, and that's what I'm going to get. It's not to jump start it, but it's to charge the battery that hooks up to that. I think that's how it works. So I'll call the place tomorrow, find out what it is, and get it on order. Because this sucks to go out to your airplane and the thing just propellers like this way, and then it goes like that and it stops.
I still think you should send a message to Elon. I want to jumpstart my plane.
Yeah. I wish I knew his number.
Send a report.
I could do that.
1 millibar is 0.75 millimeters Hg. Okay. It makes sense why the number is so different.
This video gets a lot better around here. Yeah, this one. These two guys battle each other in this race, and you would think the bigger truck could win.
Well, that's judging a book by its cover, Marcel.
That's correct. Right here. This is going to be a slow-mo cut.
It's like manure.
It's like black
And
snow.
now the camera goes out on my FPV camera. So I had to just basically land it because I could not see because of the amount of mud that hit that camera lens. Fortunately, everything was good on the GoPro, but that time it covered my FPV lens. I shared the picture to Bill if you want to share the picture, but you don't have to. It was basically covered all weekend. I've never had a 5-inch drone just covered in mud.
Look at this. No, I got to share this.
Yeah, raining mud indeed. It was so sick though. People were loving the footage. It was crazy.
Wow, it's amazing that thing flew at all.
We don't see it, Bill.
No, it's
You don't see it?
There it is. Now it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder what that delay was. That's interesting.
And that was just one of the times it had mud on it. That's pretty much every other flight. It was kind of like that because I was getting close as I could, without getting too.
How do you
close.
clean that out?
I just had a towel and a wet nap, and wet naps were getting used quite a bit. That's for sure. Clean the antenna off, clean the battery off, clean the GoPro off, clean the arms off, clean the motors off. But only when it really needed to. Like that instance, I just took the battery off, cleaned it, cleaned the arms real quick, cleaned the GoPro and the FPV camera. But you don't really. I didn't clean a lot of it. I cleaned the majority of what needed to be cleaned, and I just flew it. And it flew great. I mean, I've had this drone and flown this exact same setup for 4 years, I think. Not the GoPro 10, but different GoPros and stuff on it. The same setup and everything, and it's just never destroyed. Those blue covers on the arms there for the motors, those are actually TPU, and they have like a spongy type of texture to the TPU, so you actually kind of like, it actually kind of bobbles. It's pretty badass. Yeah, so it saves the carbon fiber, it saves the landing, all that kind of stuff, and yeah, it's very robust. Very robust. I mean, the camera for the GoPro 3D printed mount, the green there, it's not super thick, but it pretty much covers all the essential parts. And even still, I broke an FPV camera and I broke a lens on the GoPro. Everything else survived. Oh, a bunch of props, but props are expendable.
What, the GoPro lens in the mud chasing?
Yeah.
Wow.
There was rocks in the mud that cracked the GoPro lens. Yeah, totally worth it though. Totally.
The greater the risk, the greater the reward.
Yeah,
Why not put the GoPro inside of a case, though?
What's that?
Why not put the GoPro?
Like underwater case or something.
Added weight.
Well, the actually the camera butter ND filters are actually protective. What do they call them? Lenses as well. So they're like the Gorilla Glass, like really strong. So, and I'm sponsored by them, so I just when I need them, I just get some more. They're here in Vancouver, actually. Camera butter. You check them out.
Like Artie was with Instrom.
Yeah, they do a lot of lenses for different drones. Even the DJI drones, they have lenses for those. The ND filters, really great, and they're super, super strong. I cracked them. It's still, I can still fly with them, but for that kind of event, I was, getting paid to do. I just every time my propeller got wrecked a little bit, with FPV, you can kind of damage them and still fly, but I was, wanted the best of the best every time I flew, right? So, good experience.
Saran wrap.
Yeah,
that'll do it. That'll fix it.
The hardest part was keeping the mud off the FPV camera because there was a couple flights yesterday where I flew and I got mud on the GoPro lens, but you don't know it, right? So you just keep flying. And I flew for another like 3 minutes after I had, mud covered the entire lens on the GoPro. I came back to myself and I just laughed at myself. I was like, oh, great.
You need to invent a little wiper.
Yeah, that's what I said. Put a little servo on it. Who cares about the gimbal moving the camera? I want something that swipes the camera lens on the GoPro. For sure.
Well, you took some serious chances for some good footage, so that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's so much footage. I think I got almost a terabyte, like 4 memory cards full of footage, like all day, 6 hours each day, and just constantly.
How many batteries you burn?
I don't even know, man. I charged the same battery multiple times, so I was lucky to have a lunch break where I could charge all the batteries all at once afterwards too. But I had about 12 batteries total.
Were you doing this? Were you doing this for these guys or just for yourself?
Well, both.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
I mean, but you cleared it with them, and they wanted the footage.
Yeah, to be honest, it was a nonprofit organization here that does this kind of stuff, and I was super stoked to even just be involved with them because I've tried to get involved with the locals that do this kind of stuff. It's not big numbers, but it's big people. Like there's like 400 people in the stands that were watching, and when there was nothing going on, I got to fly my drone freestyle and just kind of rip around the stadium, and you could hear the crowds just going, "Oh wow, oh," and all that shit. You're just like getting cheered on. And it was like, all right, cool. This is a different scenario, flying freestyle for a bunch of people that are just there for
Having an audience, absolutely.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, we love to see you here. It's great." I got a bunch of food, and people are trying to give me beers and doobies and everything, and they're just like, "I'm okay, man. I'm good, thank you." Trying to fly, like I don't need to get alcohol in me. I'm trying to fly, so I was like, "No, it's good, man. Thank you, appreciate it." Gave away some stickers,
It's funny how you said you turned down the alcohol part. Not the doobie part.
Well, it was basically a family event this entire weekend, so nobody was smoking or drinking. But at the end, people were trying to, hand me a beer and stuff. I was like, "Oh, I'm good. I had to drive an hour home to get away from there, right?" So, it's a busy weekend. But
Hey, Mark.
What's up, Mark? Our White?
Hey, Mark, another Canadian. Welcome in. Better late than never. Well, thanks everybody for shopping in tonight. We're gonna actually. I should have left. Well, but I didn't. I wanted to hear what Marcel had to say. Jim, why don't you talk for a minute? Because I don't care. Because I'll go get a drink.
Ouch! Why don't you talk now? 'Cause I don't care.
Yeah.
Jimmy smokes crack, and I don't care.
Son of a bitch.
Who the? What the?
Talk to everybody about TikTok.
Oh gosh. Teach us something about TikTok, please.
Yeah, that we're missing. If we don't use it.
No.
It's the greatest.
I haven't posted a TikTok in over 8 months.
Oh wow, good for you. Was this one of those like meetings we're having tonight?
It's an intervention.
Yeah.
Sick.
Tick crack.
I've always wanted to be an intervention, not about myself.
Yeah, more mud flying coming up.
Share this. I'm just reviewing it because I haven't watched any of it yet. I mean, I obviously flew it, but when you capture the GoPro, it's a little different to see, especially with obviously the quality.
Yeah.
But I never got to see it. And sometimes the camera angle. I mean, I've tried to adjust my FPV camera, but sometimes you just don't get the object in frame, and you just kind of fucking get annoyed.
Sound. Where's the sound?
Oh, you don't want to hear this sound. There's a bunch of noise from my motors. That's the problem with FPV drones. You don't really hear the motor noise, I don't think, as much. Let me see if it will work. Oh, no, I don't think it will. Yeah, there's no sound coming from this one. I'd have to open it up a different way and screen share it. But this is through OBS, so it's not sharing the sound for some reason.
Oh, that's fine. And Mike just stopped his camera. I don't know if he's still there because I wanted to ask some questions.
Uh-oh.
There he is, Mike.
I'm here.
You
Good.
were at Minefield, right?
Yeah, it was a Minefield today and yesterday and Friday.
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
How did that go?
Had a great time there. I mean, I went back there and flew tonight, night mode with my Mavic 3. He lights it up, the sculptures and all the towers on around 8 o'clock at night till about 10.
Oh yeah.
We had one. I got to meet John Coopy. I don't know if you met with John ever. Seen him. Been following him for 4 years and seen him, and finally got to meet him face to face.
Yeah.
And Brent with he's up in Illinois. What's his name? One Vision Aerial.
Dustin.
Right.
Dustin.
Cool.
Dustin, not Brent. Dustin. Yeah. He's a great guy.
Now, Geeks Vanna was supposed to make an appearance. What happened there?
He didn't. He canceled out about 2 weeks ago. He announced he wasn't able to make it after all. Now he is supposed to be at Spin Up though. He's still staying in
That's
Austin in 2 months.
That's awesome.
No, we were expecting Sean to be there, and he announced last week or week before they wouldn't make it. Something came up.
Right. I remember that.
But had a great time. We had about probably well over 100 people there. Joe left this morning. Joe Fodoleo and Chris Hope.
Yeah.
They both left this morning Joe didn't leave till 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon. Chris left about 10 o'clock. Get back to Texas. I'm going to be doing I'm going tomorrow to visit my aunt in Jonesboro, about 2 hours from here, Arkansas, and then I'm going to crash over to meet with DeMarco, about 3 hours out of the way. But gonna meet with DeMarco tomorrow night.
Cool.
And then on Tuesday, after I leave DeMarco's, we'll fly a little bit Tuesday morning. Then to go fly with Lloyd. I've never met Lloyd in person.
Oh, you're going to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yeah. He's only, and then once you get Lloyd's like 2 hours, 220 minutes from DeMarco, and when I leave Lloyd's, I'm 3.5 hours to get home. So I'll get home about 6 or 7 in the evening.
Well, from Lloyd's, Mudball, Don, he's not far from there either.
Don is about 2 hours away from.
Yeah.
In fact, I was going to call Don tomorrow. I don't know if he's still on or not.
I don't know if he's still in the chat.
See if he wants to take a 2 hour flight, 2 hour drive down towards Lloyd's. It's about 2 hours, what Lloyd said. And I'll be there Tuesday around noon, probably.
That's one of my bucket lists is to meet Don.
Yeah, I'd like to meet Don.
Tell Don to drive his buggy.
Yeah.
We'll see if he. I know his job, is ending, and I don't know if he would get away or not as well. So, but I'll give him a call tomorrow on the way out, heading west, and see what he says.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm looking forward to meeting Lloyd. He's had 5 or 6 different guys stop at different times. It's hard for him to get away from meetups.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
I'm looking forward to flying with him, meeting him face to face. So, we had a wonderful time today at Minefield and yesterday. Today was kind of a half day. It got really hot today though out there. So.
Did it?
Yeah. But, nothing like Texas though. In Dallas, I just checked. It's 96 degrees now, and between now and Labor Day, our low high is going to be 101.
Yeah.
Average 105 to 100. It's 109 today in Dallas. And we had gone 24 consecutive days until last week. It stopped for 2 days. Got down to 99 and 95. Then it went back over. Then it went back to over 100 again. And we got 100 like the next 14 days.
I couldn't imagine.
Predicted. So anyway, it was nice. 95 here was nice compared to Dallas temperature though. Out here in Tennessee.
This has been one of the hottest summers in Corpus too.
Yeah. Ellexis, I don't know if you were in Texas back in 1980. We had 43 consecutive days of 100 plus in Dallas.
I lived in Dallas in 1980.
Yeah, you went through that summer of 19. You survived the 1980 summer. Yep.
I did.
In 79, I don't even remember, we had ice storms 5 of the first 6 weekends.
Yep.
The year before.
It gets cooler in the winter, though, doesn't it?
We get more ice than we do snow.
Yeah, when I lived there, we got 1 ice storm for sure and about an inch of snow.
Yeah.
And everybody acted like the world was coming to an end and all the store shelves were bare. And then it would pop right back out and go to summer.
Because that's what's interesting. Because I'm not that much more south. I guess I'm more south than you guys, but we don't get any winter here. You know what I mean? I mean, that's why it's allegedly hotter here than there, because the winters there's no frost.
We are a lot more south than Dallas, but you're not that much more south than I am.
That much. I mean, if you look at the globe, it's I don't know. We don't get any frost. We very rarely get any frost here. Like every couple of years, there'll be like a day where it drops down below freezing for a few hours.
Well, we get a lot of the ice and cold weather from Alaska and across the Rockies. The jet stream comes right through down North Texas.
Right.
Anyway, had a great time today.
I love the winter here, though. I'll tell you, it's just wonderful. It's like an extended spring, kind of. And it's great for riding. It's people are like, "Oh, Florida's great because you can ride your bike, the motorcycle." But I haven't ridden in summer at all. It's either been too hot because Harley's air cooled. You sit on that thing, in 90 something high 90 degree weather, you turn your thighs into pot roasts, and then I'll do it. As long as you keep moving, you're okay, but it's just not enjoyable, and then plus it's been raining constantly. Rained again. I wanted to take my bike up to my dad's today, and down here it looked like I could get away with it, but then I looked at the map and I checked weather going up to there, and glad I didn't. Rained like hell on the turnpike on the way there. I could barely see with the car, let alone. I've done that on a bike on the turnpike where you couldn't see in front of you, where I actually stayed behind a tractor trailer, like right behind it, so that I could actually see what I was doing. Mm-hmm. That's like the last place you want to be on a bike. But, they got me there.
It's just hard for me to understand being from Texas. I hear people in New York, it's 95 degrees 3 days in a row, and they can't stand it. And I just don't get that.
Yeah. 90s I could deal with. When it hits 100, because it actually only hit 100 here once, 101, 101. But that's a little bit much. That's not the day you go out and cut the grass. But guess who did? Dumbass.
Yeah. Look at what we got here.
Hey, James.
My pie dream.
Hey,
James. How you doing?
Hi, James.
Hi, James. We were talking about you early in such glowing terms.
Are you coming aboard?
Are you done eating your waffles?
It's Monday morning. I don't think he has waffles Monday morning.
I don't know what day he's got his menu or something.
No, it's just waffle. That's kind of like a Sunday morning ritual. Monday, bacon and eggs.
I don't think it's breakfast time there at the moment, though.
A little past.
Yeah.
You can tell I've lost weight. Look at my wedding band.
What about it?
Look at it spinning around.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, you're not supposed to have your ring size, so it spins back on your palm.
Well,
I've lost a lot of weight when I was sick, guys.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, I mean, there's always a bright side to some things.
There you go. Power loop to the crane.
Hey, it's your crane, Bill.
Stay away.
Yeah.
Cranes are dicks.
Cranes are dicks.
Big yellow dicks.
There's the crane.
There it is.
No. Don't do it.
Ah! Oh.
It's going to be okay.
You okay, Bill?
I don't know. I'm feeling a little shaky right now. Mark, I am 27 degrees north, and you're 53 degrees north. Yes, well, you're in England. That's north of here. And you're 300 feet above sea level, which is higher than here. He's going over very particular, things like the millibars of his air pressure and where we're located and stuff like that. Waiting on some visitors. I saw you invite. You can still stop in here for a minute, James.
It's a cat.
Ah,
James
Stop
can
it.
take my spot because I'm going to go to bed.
What?
Who said what?
Me. What?
Oh, Marcel.
Say what?
Yeah, Jim.
Yes, I'm tired too.
Down there on the left, honey. That's where I'll be.
Oh, meet you there in 2 minutes.
Be there ready and waiting.
I think you're a tease. I think you don't mean any of it.
Oh, Jim? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know.
Oh, Jesus.
And Jim been joking and going along with you the whole time. Then I saw him actually next to you in the back of my car, and he was even whiter than he is now.
Yeah. He probably put a dent in the side of your car because he kept trying to get away from me like this.
Yeah, that's what caused the dent.
It's because this chat would get to
The dent's
that.
like this big and round. Huh?
I don't care what they chat about.
Well,
I even told my husband I got a thing for you, Jim. Jeff knows it. You're my online boyfriend. That's what I tell him.
Yep.
Dang.
But, you know,
Camera
you say
angles.
that we have a son together. Right, Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That thing was too Narbar. There was one car there this weekend that I tried to capture, and the noise of it scared the crap out of me, and I wasn't even close to it. This one here. This guy was insane.
Oh, Corpus Christi is not 27 degrees north as
I
well.
wish there was better video of it. Right here. As soon as he takes off, you can just see him just fly away.
Oh.
Hang on, I'll rewind it in a second here to see the car better, but
sorry, Mark.
Just flies like nothing. And he's the only guy that has a
were you right
parachute
there?
attached to his drone.
What was your altitude on that one? Your altitude.
Oh, no,
it looked like the mud was almost hitting in there.
Yeah, it was. I don't know exactly. I didn't have a GPS on that one, but this is what it was right there. This fucking car. This thing was insane, and my camera angle was off on this one, which sucks because I missed a lot of this. It's way too high. Oh, it sucks. Can't believe it's not looking down. Oh man, that was such a good opportunity. Boo.
Go reshoot it tomorrow.
Yeah. I have another shot of him later on that he does, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be better. But fuck. Oh well. Next one. Sorry, I'm just going through footage. We had some younger kids, mini class.
Look at
These
that.
kids were like 4 years old and up. This was the easiest slow motion capture I've ever done before. I was barely flying. It was sick though. This kid was ripping.
Why aren't they punching it?
Yeah, right. Younger kids, I guess somehow they feel like they're pushing it and they're just too scared to go too fast inside those cars. This one here was like a
Yeah, if it was my 4-year-old, I think I'd have a limiter on it.
Yeah. Well, you can't, do too much. I missed the fires, unfortunately. There was 2 fires, one yesterday and one today, that kind of happened with some of the cars, but this thing was super cool looking.
Cool. This is really delicious, by the way. Peanut butter bourbon. Peanut butter bourbon.
You
which
love
is
the
called.
peanut butter drinks.
Well, this is Ugly Dog, but it's actually a bourbon instead of a whiskey, and if you get you actually get the flavor of the bourbon. But I did mix it with Bailey's Ultra. The only reason I buy this Bailey's Ultra Light, and you can see how white it is because it's $8.99 at this one local store. He must have gotten a couple of cases of it like super cheap, and he's trying to get rid of it for $9. I'll buy it, and so it's like a peanut butter cream. It's tasty.
Like you're drinking a Kahlua.
I know what you want for Christmas: peanut butter, anything liqueur.
You know what? Eventually I'll get tired of it. I'll move on to something else. The last couple of bottles was actually honey whiskey, and I like straight bourbon too. So
I'll send you some Uncle Quest.
straight bourbon's really my drink, but this peanut butter thing's like a fad for me right now, and it's been for a few months. But I'll get off it.
What kind of bourbon do you like? Straight bourbon.
Me? I mean, I buy Evan Williams only because it's like a thing with me because it's the oldest Kentucky distillery in the country, and it's actually very, very reasonably priced. It's cheap. It's damn cheap, actually, and it's good stuff. It actually shows an age. A lot of people like Jack Daniels, and they'll call it a bourbon. Technically, it's not a bourbon; it's a sour mash whiskey. But they make that in Tennessee. They don't even promise. That got so popular, and they only have the one distillery, so they don't even promise an age on that anymore. It's not the same as it used to be. Maker's Mark is good stuff, or it used to be until it got too popular. Another one that you could tell they started shortening the aging on it. You're getting a lot less of the cask flavor.
Right.
I don't know. What do you drink, Mike?
I really like E.H. Taylor, but it's hard to get at times.
What is it?
E.H. Taylor.
I'll try it. Give it E.H. Taylor. I haven't had it yet. I'll have to check it out.
It's made by the same as I think it's the same as Happy, same distillery.
Cool Cat. That's the Wildfires.
And I like all kinds. I drink Four Roses. I like it all neat though. I don't water it down with ice.
This is the time I captured that really fast.
I still like it cold. If you could chill it, like I kept the bottle in the refrigerator for a long time, then you don't need the ice. But I like it cold.
I don't need mine cold either. I just like bourbon, all kinds of bourbon.
You're a Texas cowboy, man. You're my whiskey.
Yeah. And craft beer. I love craft beer.
There's a few I've been drinking lately that I like, but I can't think of. But you probably would have never heard of. There's one called Sailfish out of Fort Pierce, Florida, so you would have never heard of it.
No, but I get them I like Stone Brewery out of California. The Stone Brewery.
I'll tell you, I had a wheat beer from when I was down in Texas for the meetup the last time at the airport waiting for my plane. And man, it was so good. And I can't think of the name of it.
Shiners?
Maybe.
Shiners local. You
can only get it there. You can't, because I asked them. I said, no, the distributor it's just local. That's it.
Right.
Man, it was so good. Really, really liked it. I got to go back. Maybe I do have to go to Austin this year so I can have that beer. Huh?
Have you ever tried any pecan praline bourbon or whiskey? It's good too, like peanut butter. Go to pecan praline.
There's a lot of flavor. There's a lot of flavors now. A lot of people are jumping on that bandwagon. There's peanut butter chocolate. There's
I've had peanut butter chocolate beer.
Peanut butter jelly.
Salted caramel is another big one.
Right. Exactly.
It's tempting. That sounds pretty good, actually. Then you don't have to mix it and water it down like you're saying. It's got the flavors right there.
It's great. Yeah, for sure. I'm just in a hotel here. I have no bourbon here, no liquor at all, no alcohol.
What?
You don't have one of those little refrigerators with $75 bottles?
No, not at the Comfort Inn. They don't have them. I'm in Brownsville, Tennessee. They don't have much.
They're missing out on some profit there because they, you open that fridge and in about a half an hour you can spend $100.
Exactly. Don't you pull it out, you pay for it.
Yeah, I wish I would have went to Tennessee because I don't think I'm going to Austin. I really like to. I just don't see how I can right now.
Check this thing out. This thing was super crazy to chase. Some of these vehicles were so weirdly modified, like just total mind-blowing type of looking features on this thing. Super off-road mud specific type vehicles. Like the tires are just like huge, whatever they call them, fins or whatever. This thing was super neat.
I like single malts. Just like booze.
Okay, let's see him take off. Boom.
You ever drink scotch, Mike?
Once in a while. I'm not a big scotch person, but
I was a scotch drinker before I was a bourbon drinker, actually.
it's just a blended whiskey. That's all it is.
Yeah, well, it's got a woodier taste to it, you know. But I mean, what I drank for the most part, and this was when I was young. I was 19, you know, but I looked older than I was, so I could walk into any bar in Pennsylvania, northeastern Pennsylvania, and get served. But I was drinking Dewar's, and Dewar's is a very light Scotch. I mean, it's almost a bourbon anyway, you know.
When
It's
I was
like
18, you could legally drink in Texas.
Fuck yeah.
In fact, you could drive. You could have a can of beer and pull up next to a squad car. It's legal.
When I was 18, it was legal in New
And
Jersey.
18.
So when I was 18, it was legal in Jersey, but I went to college in Pennsylvania where it was 21.
In fact, I was a chauffeur, and I used to Holiday Inn. I used to bring. We had private clubs in Texas back then. I used to drive to the liquor stores at Siegel's Warehouse, pick up a van full of bourbon and beer and liquor for the club. 17 years old, drive it back in a dry county for a private club and take inventory.
Right, it was a
I can't
BYOB.
believe the managers let me do that back in the days.
It was a private club. They can kind of get away with it, you know, unless something bad happens.
Well, unless you pulled over the one time, it'd been 17, hauling it in from the West County from Dallas and go across the river to the warehouse.
When I was 18, like I said, it was still 18 in Jersey, and then it changed like a year and a half later or something, or 2 years later. But in Pennsylvania, it was already 21. So we would actually, when I was going to college in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, we would actually drive, you know, the hour and a half to cross the line to go to bars in New Jersey to drink legally, or just drink. you know. I mean, there was clubs that. There was a big thing back then. After hours clubs were common; they were everywhere. There was after 2 o'clock in the morning, they were supposed to shut down, and then they would have a guy at the door. If they knew who you were, they'd let you in.
Right.
And I mean, not anymore. That was back in the day. But as long as you're illegal, you may as well let the underage people in. But they didn't know if I was underage. I worked in the business. I worked at the biggest nightclub in the area, so they knew who I was. So they let me in. They never even asked me my age. Huh?
Good night, y'all.
Good night, Ellexis.
Good night.
It's been a pleasure. You can look at us when you say good night. That's how you say good night.
She fell asleep.
Ellexis, you awake?
She's frozen? No. I thought she's frozen.
If you're going to say good night, look, we're looking right at you. Thank you for stopping in.
I got to hit the hay, guys.
Thanks for sharing your chicken stories with us.
Chicken.
Bye-bye.
I will,
Chicken. I went into the kitchen when I got my drink, and there's a whole bunch of chicken breasts my wife cooked up, and I ate it, and I thought this could be related to Alexis's pets. Maybe a distant cousin or something.
Never know. Well, we're waiting for the eggs. That's all we're going to use them for. Nice to see you again, Bill, as always.
I love eggs. I've never had fresh. I've never had fresh eggs like that. Do they actually taste different?
Oh yeah, they're good.
Never.
Jim, my love.
They taste different.
Really?
Good night, my dear.
Good night, Ellexis.
See you next week or sooner.
You bet.
All right, bye.
Okay, night.
Bye.
Night. How do they taste? I mean, do they taste stronger, or how do they taste different?
There's good tasting eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I mean, does it matter what you feed the chickens? Maybe.
It probably does.
Yeah.
Feeling probably chicken feed.
The only thing I know about eggs from when I ran restaurants is you could tell if you had fresh eggs or not. And you broke them open, you put them in the pan. If they spread, they're not fresh. They stay, they're okay. But either way, I still like them.
Back in the early 80s when our beer stores were on strike, we drove down to Buffalo to get beer.
Buffalo, eh?
Yeah.
They're on strike and you cross the picket line to go get your beer?
No, we crossed the border to go get beer.
You can import it back across the border?
Yeah. Because Ontario didn't sell beer because it's union and it was on strike.
There's no beer tax when you bring it back?
No, it's had it in the trunk. They didn't check it.
I see.
No, Mike, what's the name of that? EH?
E.H. Taylor.
Taylor.
And it's hard to get. You only get a couple certain times of the year. Late bottle.
I wrote it down
Okay.
because I won't remember. Okay, EH, I'll have to try that. I like to try new things. Yeah. See, out of all the liquors, it just seems like bourbon is the craftiest. You know what I mean?
I think so too.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean by that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know,
some
because
bourbons I
vodka
don't
is
like either. You know, some are better.
vodka's vodka.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's some subtle differences. There's subtle differences depending on which grain they use. You know, but just bourbon is just there's such a range of flavors and what it could. And I don't mean the flavored bourbons. I mean straight bourbons, what they actually taste like.
I learned something today that I should have had an adjustable GoPro mount. Oh God, I missed a couple shots that I'm not happy with. Everything kind of doesn't line up exactly the way it should have.
Battery produced it. Thanks.
Now, Bill, if you get a hold of Blanton's, that's good. Blanton. I'd go Blanton's if you can.
Say it again.
Blanton's, Blantons. I've ordered it from New York.
Blanton's.
Yeah.
Are they out of New York?
I don't know where they're based, but no, they're suburban. They're out of.
That turned out good.
They're out of Kentucky, I believe. But Blanton's.
Yeah, because to me, to be an actual bourbon, it needs to be from Kentucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always thought that technically it had to be from Kentucky, but I've recently read that not anymore.
No, there's some Texas-made bourbons.
Yeah, they just as long as it's more than 51% corn mash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, Blanton's is good. I've got a mail order. I don't know if you can mail order liquor here in Florida or not. Some states don't allow it. Texas just allowed it as of COVID. We had to keep a liquor coming for us. You know.
Buddy,
It was an essential drink.
Was it the Bullet? And
Bullet's good too. Yeah, Bullet's good.
It's pretty expensive. Very, very, very strong cask flavor on the Bullet.
Well, it depends on the bullet that you get. You know,
Yeah. The one because I bought a bottle, and I really wasn't crazy. It was a little too strong with those tones to me. I thought I'll give it another try though.
Yeah. Well, you water it down with ice anyway.
All right, stop it with that. Let me go get the bottle. Doesn't matter. This is 70% because 10% of crap is put in it to make it taste like peanut butter.
Yep. How much peanut butter do you think is actually in there? Zero.
None. It's artificial flavor.
Yeah. Well, some would say natural flavors, whatever that means. I mean, all flavoring is actually natural, or it'd be poison. Yeah,
How much chicken do you think is in chicken? No, nothing. No chicken is in chicken.
What about chickens?
I don't know. Yeah, everyone says everything tastes like chicken. So, like, how much chicken do you think is actually in chicken? Maybe there's actually no chicken in chicken anymore. It's just all just fake chicken.
That's okay, Mark. I'm sorry. I just didn't understand what you meant by battery. You meant call it different produce eggs by having their hands in individual little compartments in the warehouse, being fed by automatic feeders. Yeah.
Yeah, that's battery chickens.
Battery chickens. Got it. Oh, I understand. I didn't mean to be a smart guy.
Oh, this is part 2 of when I got wiped out from all the mud. I wonder if they actually take me out again in this video.
There we go.
Sick.
Single. You need to. You know what, Mark? You want a link? You need to come in. He's actually very interesting.
Yeah, you should.
He's always got something interesting to say. There's a difference between a single malt, of course there is, and a blended whiskey. I'm not a big blended whiskey fan. I'm not a Canadian whiskey fan. There's some of it's okay, but I'm not into. Not a big blended whiskey fan. Different tastes of whiskey. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that shit. Holy spray on these things.
I'm sure there's delicious blended whiskeys, but I think in blended whiskey, I think it all tastes like Seagram's.
Well, you know, Bill, I don't know if you know, Scotch whiskey can only be Scotch whiskey. It's made with American barrels.
Carbon Cage.
American
What's
bourbon.
up?
You know that?
What was it?
Scotch whiskey can only be made from American bourbon barrel.
What charred oak? Well, charred oak is. What kind of barrels are used for Scotch? I mean,
Bourbon barrels.
Bourbon barrels. They use used bourbon barrels, right?
Yeah, they have to be in order to call it Scotch.
Huh.
People don't know that.
Maybe I did read that.
Yep.
I like Drambuie.
Yeah.
You like Drambuie? You know, that's a Scotch liqueur. You know how they make that? They make Scotch, and then all the sugars that don't ferment and settle on the bottom, they take their Scotch, and what's left over, that's Drambuie. So you spend a lot of money for the bottom of the barrel. It's liqueurs are just much higher in sugar, and that's what it is, because it's still got a lot of the unfermented sugars left in it. And I tell you, you want a headache? Drink a bottle of that stuff. You know, people don't understand that you actually process sugar, those sugars the same way you process alcohol. Your body processes it the same. So, if you're drinking against, say, you're screwing around and you're shot for shot with somebody, you tell them, hey, you know what? Go ahead and water yours down with soda. They'll be done in no time at all. There's like 8 tablespoons or whatever it is, of soda and sugar in 12 ounces of soda. So go ahead, you blend that away, baby, because it'll slow down your ability to process the alcohol. Little tip. Lorena TV from Jalyn. We got another friend of ours from. Good to see you. Thank you. Welcome in. I'm going to make her a moderator. I'm just going to assume she's safe.
Yeah, they're all safe.
I know they are. Let's go to her channel. And they're all pretty, too.
Yeah, she does a similar thing to Jalyn.
Does she?
Yeah. I've watched it.
Cool.
Welcome in.
Welcome in.
We got the
We
Jalyn.
got another. We got a whole bunch of them coming in. Oh, Joe, they were on tonight, weren't they?
Yeah, they're on right now.
They're sharing
what time did they start?
About 20 minutes ago.
Oh,
He must have mentioned me in the stream because they're popping in. Wow, they're taking over. Look, there's more.
Look at that.
John and
Wow.
Wow.
They're taking
It's an
over.
invasion.
Uh-oh.
Let's get in on the act.
That's okay.
That was sick.
Hey, the Philippines is a long-standing ally of the United States, and I appreciate them. We can't say that about any other Southeast Asian countries. Thank you, host. My name's Bill.
Must be a cultural thing.
What's the cultural thing?
That they call everybody host.
Mm-hmm.
My wife has never called me host.
Okay.
Because she's.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to ask her about that. And for you folks coming over from Jalyn, my wife is Filipina. So whatever Dominic says, he's full of crap.
Shit. It's all made up and lies.
It's lies and just deceit. Look at the numbers are dropping off, and now they're back up.
Yep.
And you know what's nice about the Filipino people? They speak English.
Well, Bill, I'm gonna head out. It's midnight.
Well, anyway, it was good talking to you about that. I'm going to try those bourbons. Thank you.
Yeah. Blanton's. Order.
And be safe in your hotel room there in dangerous Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Tennessee's awesome. We like Tennessee, Texas, and Florida.
Yeah, I know you heard earlier. I'm going to visit DeMarco tomorrow night.
Are you?
I'm going to crash Drone Nation with DeMarco. Ron and Marcus don't know it.
Yeah.
And then I may visit Lord on Tuesday noon.
I wish I could watch it. I'll be working tomorrow night. They've actually invited me on the show one time, and I told them I couldn't because I was working, but they've never invited me again.
I'll tell them. I'm supposed to be on it next week, actually. Billy Kyle's going to be on tomorrow. So I wasn't good enough around to be on with the same time with Bill. So with Billy. So I'll just have to crash it.
Cool.
So they don't know. Y'all know, but they don't know. They don't listen this late. Your show. So what's surprising? Well, good night.
Good night,
Take
Mike.
care, Michael.
Take care, buddy.
Take care. You have a good week.
Sleep tight.
Okay.
Enjoy your getaway there.
Thank you much.
Yep, back to just us again.
Just the four of us. We can make it if we try. Just the four of us.
So how is that koosh? Whatever that stuff is. You're actually singing. I've never heard you sing before.
Me? I don't fucking sing.
I heard it.
That's not singing. That's just
the
shit.
four of us.
Trust me, you don't want to hear me
You
sing.
can make it if you try. Just the four of us. You, and I.
You will fucking survive if you fly to PT. Then it turned into a
What?
death metal song right away. You know, just drop off the hammer there. Dab time. Carbon Cage says it all right there. I'm just like so overwhelmed in watching the footage I took this weekend. I'm just trying to figure if half of it made it or half of it didn't. Marking down timelines on my little notepad. Here we go. That's a good one right there. Look at that shit. The hard part is keeping two objects in frame. And then keeping the mud off your camera. Otherwise, the whole shot was pointless.
Tides High likes Chambui. All right. Okay. All right. You like liquor, so you get you get a wrench.
Yeah, you should give Tide High.
You get a wrench. You get a wrench.
I just did.
She's a close friend here in Vancouver in our BC group. Awesome dude, knows his shit.
Just did. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It is 1 o'clock in the morning. Jim, what do you think? Should we?
Yeah.
And Dominic.
10 p.m. here.
What time is it?
10 p.m.
Yeah.
You guys need a new time zone. What's the problem?
You freaking Westerners.
Yeah, West Coast, the best coast, brother. So I moved here. The sun and the humidity's better, and forest fires are better. Come on, move on over here. It's the best. Actually, all the main highways into Vancouver are pretty much closed off, except for the one that goes in through Whistler and stuff in the north. So we're basically blocked off here in Vancouver. We can't even leave. And anybody who tries to vacation outside of Vancouver into the Okanagan and surrounding areas is basically a crime. It's illegal. You're not allowed to be set up in a hotel for any of those areas because of all the wildfires. Because obviously locals are going to need some of it. There's a serious amount of crazy wildfires here in Vancouver. Not Vancouver, but in the Lower Mainland / Okanagan and Interior, as they call it up here in BC. So it's pretty crazy. Luckily, where I'm at, it's the coast, so there's some water around here, but the interior is where it's really getting pretty much screwed over here.
Yeah, he must have been pumping my channel. I went up like I'm up to 1320.
Holy shit!
It's all this crane footage.
It's you. It's all you. I
It's all
was
this crane footage right here.
I think it was at 1240 something. Oh, so looks like I gained like what 80, almost 80, 75 subscribers since those guys went live tonight.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very cool.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah, they're good people.
That's the kind of cool thing about this is I actually, got involved with this kind of thing, and now I've got like 10 more people subscribed to mine as well for just being involved with something different, outside the spectrum of FPV and drone related stuff, right? They told me like the last people they had, it was like pretty basic, and they had 2 people and it was weird, and they were like, wow, you get really close. I'm like, risking it all. And I'm like, yeah, man, I just want to capture the best for you guys, really. Like, I know my drone can handle it, so I'm just like, give her. Let's go. But
cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, kids.
All right, guys. Listen to a story about a man named Bill. I'm gonna have to record that now. This week I will try to remember.
You should.
Well, you wrote the list for the
with
bourbon.
auto tune. I'm sorry, what?
You wrote the list for the bourbon. Put Jed Clampett's song, so you'll remember.
All right. Jed Clampett's song. What am I writing on?
He's taking notes on a napkin.
Oh, this is my Master Air Screw letter they sent me about the product that they actually signed. Did you see that? Live ink. That's pretty cool that a company will do that. When they replaced my yeah, I know, but I'm looking for they're back there. Yeah, my props. They said that there was a possibility that mine were part of a SKU that were less than optimal. I hadn't even used them yet, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, guys, thank you for stopping in. And now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all his friends. We like to kind of thank you all for trying to dropping in. We all invite you to come back some other fucking time.
To have a heap and hop and hope
of Jim's disturbing slime. Slime, that is.
You can put it on your StreamYard. You can make it like a rolling banner, and you can
that's
do
what
it
we
like
do.
a read along. You know how they used to do like the